Hold on, everybody. Trying to get this YouTube stuff figured out. Thanks for everyone who's joining us, who is coming into the stream live. Give me 1 second. YouTube stuff is funky. All right, that'll work. Okay, let's open this bad boy up. Hold on. There's my full cam button. Hey, everybody. I actually want this over here. We're going to move you over here. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream. My name's Jeremy Reisman. I'm the managing editor over at Pride of Detroit. Welcome to the Pride of Detroit Twitch page, where we do our live podcast. We do Lions analysis. We do video games. And every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, we do our Madden sims. If you haven't been here before, welcome. First of all, thank you for following, subscribing, whatever you're doing, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on YouTube. Appreciate you being here. So the way it works is every Saturday about 10:30, we set up the lineups to try to match what they look like, what we think they're going to look like tomorrow. We run the sim, and I don't play it at all. We just sit back, watch. I answer your Lions questions while we chat, while we watch. Have a good time. Maybe I'll throw up some polls to see what you guys think about what happens tomorrow, maybe what happens in the stream, the sim, all that sort of stuff. Today, though, is a little bit extra special. We're going to run 2 simulations today, and at request of my good buddy Marvin, you might see him in the Twitch chat as How Am I Not Myself, he donated 20 subs last week to say, hey, put Tagovailoa in there for Lions quarterback and see what happens. So our second sim, which will probably happen around noon, given the pace these usually go at, will feature Tagovailoa. But the first one we're going to run as true to real life as possible. 2K Player 23 says, Lions are winning. I hope so, man. I'm not sure I feel great about this week, given all the injuries that the Lions are going through, but we're going to go over that all in a second. Before I get into that, you may notice this thing up here, our Movember campaign. We are raising money for Movember, which is men's health. They give money to, cancer, prostate cancer research, men's mental health research, things like that. So if you want to donate to that, !donate in our Twitch chat. I'll put it in there for now, and then for people watching on YouTube, give me a second and I'll throw the link in there as well. Give if you can. If you can't, that's okay too. There are a couple motivations, goals that we're looking to hit. So you can see right now it says right there, at $1,000, if we hit $1,000, myself and Ryan will get porno mustaches, which means I will shave all this. I'll just go with the mustache. Same with Ryan. So we're still a little bit away from there. We're going to the end of the month. We did our previous goal was $300, which you can see we just barely crossed over. Ryan shoved as many candy corn in his face as possible, which turned out to be, I believe, 34. He had 34 candy corn in his mouth at once. So future humiliation is on the way if you guys hit the next goal. So anyways, let's get to it. Let's bring in our man game here. I was a little bit I had a little bit of forethought here, and I already adjusted the lineups, but there are some questions that I'm going to leave up to you guys on what you want to do with the lineups here. Joshua Mercer says, if 20 subs, if we can hold Mike Davis under 100-yard scrimmage. No way we hold him under that, though. And what is up with our injuries this week? We just got killed on the offensive side of the ball. Yes, we did. And let's go over that right now. We're going to manage our rosters here. I already changed it to represent the things that are definitely happening. So as you can see, I have DeAndre Swift out. We have Adrian Peterson. And if you guys want, I can put Kerryon Johnson in as number 1. But Madden has Adrian Peterson as the better running back here. So for now, we'll have Adrian Peterson as the number 1. If enough of you guys complain right now, I'll change it. But that's what we're going to roll with for now. At wide receiver as well. Obviously, Kenny Galladay and Danny Amendola are both out. Lions don't have enough people for me to put them out of the depth chart completely. But for now, I have the depth chart: Marvin Jones, Marvin Hall, Quinn Cephas, Jamal Agnew. They don't have what's his name in the game yet. I don't think he's going to play a big factor. Can you adjust Stafford's stats to be a 99? No, I don't. Am I even allowed to do that? All right, we do have a couple of people saying they want Kerryon number 1, so we're just going to do it. But yeah, they don't have Mohamed Sanu in the game. And I don't think he's going to be they might call him up today. He's still on the practice squad, so he might not even be active on game day, but I don't think he's going to play a big factor either way. Other things with the Lions, that's pretty much it. There are some other things we can talk about if you guys want to adjust the lineup accordingly. Let me look at their injury report really quick. So Stafford obviously is a big one. I think we can all agree that Stafford's probably going to play, so I'm not going to mess with that. Austin Bryant, Jared Davis, Deshaun Hand, Will Harris, and Halapuli Vaitai are all questionable. I think maybe the only relevant one is Halapuli Vaitai. If you guys want, we can put. I have to imagine fans probably want Crosby in instead. And even in looking at their overall, it would make sense. So maybe we just put Crosby at 1. Were you good with that? I will take the first answer. Whoever says, okay, there we go. Troy Barnes says, yep, I'm good. All right, so let's move to the Panthers then. Hell yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. All right, Panthers, I basically fixed everything except for one thing, and it's the biggest one. What are we doing at quarterback, y'all? Teddy Bridgewater, questionable for this game. Early in the week, it looked like he was trending towards not playing. Friday, it looks like he made some progress. So, as you can see, this is a big decision here. Overall, Teddy Bridgewater is a 78. He's a 59. PJ Walker is a 59. Will Grier is a 60. Did Teddy practice on Friday? He was limited on Friday. He was limited all week. And according to some reports, he did a little bit more on Friday than in previous days. So, you know what? Let's just do a quick poll. And sorry for you guys watching on YouTube. We're doing a Twitch poll. Maybe some motivation to come over to Twitch if you want. No pressure. Teddy Bridgewater. I'll give you guys 1 minute. In or out? All right, so you should see the poll. Hold on 1 second. Right above the chat, at the top of the chat, there should be a poll there right now. Put in your votes, whatever you guys say. If majority of you say out, we'll put in PJ Walker. If the majority you say in, we'll put in Teddy Bridgewater. And realize this is going to stay the same for our second sim, which will feature Tua Tagovailoa as the Lions quarterback. But we're not there yet. First one is going to be just as realistic of a sim as possible here. Oh my goodness, it's currently 7-7 votes. It might tie, you're right. First time here, but all Detroit teams are my favorite. Grew up in Detroit, but live in Kentucky coaching high school football. That's cool. Thanks for stopping by, CJ. Appreciate you dropping in. Crazy 24 hours for them Pistons, huh, y'all? I don't know anything about college basketball, but feels like every 30 minutes, I was on Twitter last night, there was a new Woj bomb revolving around those Pistons. There it is. 53% of you say out. 47% of you say in. So we are going to take Teddy Bridgewater off. Congratulations to PJ Walker for being your starting. Wait, why is the kicker? Wait, how did that happen? Whoops. Anyways, PJ Walker will be your starter. Will Grier, your backup. We'll put Teddy Bridgewater there in case of emergency. Best Lions content right here. Hey, appreciate that, Cromon. Pistons stacked some picks for this draft too. 3 top 20 picks. Yeah, it's crazy. All right. I think we're good there. And just so, in case you're wondering, I did take Christian McCaffrey out of the game. And who else was out? I can't even remember. I think their starting right guard was out. Yeah. And left tackle Russell Kuhn is out. So, put Greg Little in there, who I believe is actually who will be starting. And that's about it. How am I not myself? He has stopped by. Tua will be featured in our second sim, which will be around noon. But we got the lineup set for as realistic as we can possibly imagine for the first matchup to make it as realistic as possible. We do have Teddy Bridgewater out for now. I guess we're going to have him out for the next game as well. Was Christian McCaffrey in 99? I kind of want to see that. That's crazy. Rosters. I can do things. Wow, he is a 99. Ankle breaker. That's crazy. Well, sucks for them this week. Flowers will be back tomorrow or Thursday. He is I think he's only missed 2 games, so he's eligible to return from IR after this game. I wouldn't expect him to play on Thanksgiving, though. I think it might be at least another week after that. Good question, though. All right, let's get this going. The Lions are the away team, so let's put them over there. Panthers are home. Yes, I know I'm not controlling anybody. We are doing a simulation. We're making it a 9-minute quarter. It's a 1 o'clock game, and I think we're good. Let's do it, y'all. All right. How's everyone doing this Saturday? Y'all got big plans before the winter hits? I think I'm making one more trip to the cider mill today. Today. From Bank of America, there is PJ Walker playing Valhalla. I'm assuming that's a video game, but I don't even know. By the way, next reminder, we are doing a Movember drive. The goals are way up there. As you can see, at 1,000, myself and Ryan will go porno mustache. We'll shave off the beard. Just go mustache. 2,500, I will shave my legs. 5,000, if we somehow get to there in the next 9 days, Ryan will wax a nipple, and that'll be something. Why aren't the Lions wearing the blue pants? Good question. I don't like these outfits at all. Got practice later this afternoon for game Tuesday. Nice.
At Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers.
Cali Lions pride. What's up, Nick Slick? I used to be over there, you know. Trying to get over the devastation from the Purdue game last night, and I don't think I'll make it through the game tomorrow. Oof. Yeah, that Purdue ending was rough. First it was the incomplete pass that they called on the near interception / catch. And then that pass interference was rough. It wasn't as bad as everyone's making it out to be, but it was bad. I miss crowds. Yeah, dude, right? I should have skipped this. I'm sorry. Jamal Agnew back this week. Might give a spark to special teams. And with no Danny Amendola, he's going to be back there for every punt, you have to imagine. Is there a COVID setting that removes the crowd from Madden? I don't think so. There's our boy Matthew Stafford. Nice recovery after last week. Still showing his 2019 stats for some reason, but I'll take it. Live near the West Virginia border. In news here, it says Will Greer. Yeah, we put in PJ Walker, but I do kind of like how Rule is kind of, making it obscure of whether it's going to be Will Greer or PJ Walker. But I have to imagine the West Virginia people are definitely pulling for Greer. All right, 1st and 10. Lions are 0-9 in these Madden Sims. And there's your Kerryon Johnson. Picks up 5. Oh, picks up 6 on 1st down. Maybe you guys made the right choice there. I'll take those 2019 stats any day. Yeah. No, maybe that's what the second half of this season looks like. Can hope, right?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun.
Okay. Nice little dink and dunk to TJ Hawkinson. Accurate pass. Lions pick up a 1st down. Hold on 1 second. I'm just adjusting my screen here. Okay. Now we good.
Was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun.
Stafford with plenty of time. Is that Hawkinson again up the middle? It is. Okay. Stafford's looking a little better so far. What's up, Reno? This Panthers defense, in reality, not very good. They have a pretty good pass rush. Not a lot of sacks. Hey, Hot Soup with the 3-month subscription. Appreciate you coming back. Hot Soup. Love the support. High snap. Still gets the handoff off and carry on for another 5. Oh, no. How did Swift get in there? Wait a second. Wait a second. Damn it. How did he get in there? You guys saw me put him on the sidelines. I showed it to you. This is the Stafford game. Son of a biscuit. I'm not restarting it. He's in there again. What the hell? How did he get in there? I still don't understand that. You all saw that. You all saw that. Whatever. You know what? I don't even feel bad about it. We need to give the Lions every advantage we can. What's up, Amy? I can't adjust the lineups mid-game in a simulation. I'll show you. See how everything is locked here. It says you can't do it during a play, but I can't pause it during a play. Like, this is the only time I can pause the game, unfortunately, so. Anyways, who cares? Lions get a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the
Your phone wallpaper makes me smile, too.
That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Do you love what do you or do you do what you love? I don't know what that means, Grafa, but okay.
Now a first down throw.
There's Carry-On. Look at Carry-On's pass blocking right there. Gives him plenty of time. Oh! And Hawkinson can't come down with the contested catch. CJS, did Swift get the concussion in last week's game or in practice? It's a good question, and it was pretty much asked to Matt Patricia. He didn't really give a response. Obviously, Swift did practice on Wednesday. Basically said, you know, with some of these things, you don't know where it came from. You only treat the symptoms when they come in. And so obviously he didn't start showing symptoms until sometime after that Wednesday practice. There is occasionally a delay after you suffer a concussion in which you see symptoms, so it's hard to know. Stafford is kind of killing it on this drive so far. Already into almost the red zone. Oh, but he... Oh! This is Swift again. Dang it! Thank you for the bit, Jimmy G. By the way, speaking of bits, I do have text-to-speech currently on, so if you donate 100 bits or more, your message will get read over the speakers here. Kind of a fun thing we like to do when we're not doing the podcast. Full Metal Savage with a $5 donation, a $5 super chat over on YouTube. The first ever super chat that we've gotten. Appreciate that, Full Metal Savage. Not sure if we got an alert for that. I don't think we did. I still don't know how to turn those on. But anyways, yes, do you think we're sleeping on Carry-On getting more touches? Despite the injuries, Carry-On isn't a bum when healthy. Very, very good point, Full Metal Savage. And I talked a little bit to Coach Kyle Kasky on Friday, I should say. And he made an interesting comment saying that Carry-On is essentially going to get the DeAndre Swift role. And if that's the case, I think you're absolutely right. He could get a lot of touches. There's the super chat notification. Appreciate that. But yeah, I do think it's going to be like a 50-50 split, and maybe even Carry-On getting more touches if you throw in the receiving game. So I think that's a really good point, and yeah, I think I wouldn't ever suggest playing him in like fantasy or anything like that, but I do think Carry-On plays a significant role tomorrow. Speaking of which, Carry-On Johnson touchdown! Let's go, baby! Oh, look at him dance with Frank Ragnow. Okay. Matt Rule is not happy about that opening drive. Oh, I gotta scroll through. What happened to Tua instead of Stafford? T-Design, we're gonna have two we're gonna run 2 sims today. So the first one here is just gonna be as realistic as possible. Second one will have 2 in, I promise. Tua would have 2 touchdowns by now? How dare you? I want to see Crosby lift someone in the sim. Seriously, that would be amazing.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0.
We all know it's going to be screen passes to AP all day. Oof, I hope not. That's what makes Swift's injury such a bummer. Is it really felt like they turned a corner in terms of like their offensive identity. Like they had finally decided, like, okay, this is who we are. Swift is going to be, one of the centerpieces, if not the centerpiece of this offense. Then he goes and gets a concussion the next week. So, Jack Attack asks, why is Tua going in? Simply because one of our commenters requested it. My good personal friend and very good Twitch friend as well, How Am I Not Myself, donated 20 gifted subs to the channel and requested it. And listen, if you pay me enough money, I'll do a lot of things. I'll just put it that way. No, I mean, he literally asked me, like, how many gifted subs for Tua to play next week? And I said 20, and he immediately gave it. So I'm just like, okay, I got to live up to it.
Offensive line, the relationship they've had, it's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care.
Jelani Tavai there with a nice tackle. 0 yards from Mike Davis. I wonder if Christian McCaffrey is going to show up. Since I benched DeAndre Swift and he still played a couple drives, or a couple plays, I should say. Thank you, T-Zine. We playing Valorant after the second sim? Maybe. Probably not on my stream, at least. Oh, picked off! Is that Darryl Roberts again? No, that's Desmond Trufant. Oh, my. Well, look at this. We might have our first Madden sim win ever. I don't want to jump to conclusions quite yet. No, that's not Darius Slay. No. Look at him jump that route. Stop the count. Look at this. Offense goes right down, scores a touchdown. Defense gets a turnover on the second play of the drive. Suddenly the Lions are rolling. Wait, were the gifted subs for holding Mike Davis under 100 yards in real life or in the sim? Yeah, good question. Love seeing those Pride01 cheers in the chat. If you're sub to our channel, you get special emotes. Jack Attack, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Nice little pass there to Marvin Hall. He picks up the first down. I just talked to Robert Prince the other day, talked a little bit about Marvin Hall. He said he's actually very impressed with how he's expanded his route tree this year, because I asked him, we saw it in training camp. We saw him kind of be that more versatile receiver, but we haven't quite seen it yet on the field yet. He's still kind of that deep attack. Kind of curious if maybe he gets more targets with no Kenny Galladay and Amendola. I am kind of interested to see who they put out there as their starting, slot receiver. Are they going to slide Marvin Hall in there? Is it going to be Jamal Agnew? Is Jamal Agnew essentially going to be a starter? Like I said, I'm not seeing much of a role there for Mohamed Sanu. I think they probably do bring him up just for depth purposes. But I mean, the guy's been around for 2 weeks. Be kind of tough to make him a starter right away. Agnew is back this week. Was not given an injury designation, was a full participant in Friday's practice. The one thing I will say about Sanu is, again, I was talking to Robert Prince, and he said he was very impressed with how quickly he picked up the offense. He's a former quarterback, and so he thinks that mindset helped him learn the offense a little bit quicker. So, it's possible that Sanu plays a big role, but I'd be surprised. You like Agnew in the slot? Yeah. I think that's probably what they do. Keep Marvin Hall and Marvin Jones on the outside and Agnew in the slot, and then just basically I think have Sanu as your Swiss Army back up in case. There's Carry On again. Picks up 3. You think Cephas plays a big role? For some reason, I keep forgetting about Cephas. Last time Kenny was out and Cephas was in the game, he played about 40-50% of the snaps. I think it probably stays around there, and it's probably another reason why Sanu I don't see having a big role, because I do think Cephas is probably ahead of him on the depth chart. Did I not put? I put Danny Amendola out too. What is this game doing? Not liking Madden right now. I'm benching all their players. They like Cephas on third down. He's a big guy, yeah. I think that's kind of his future. It's kind of that big slot role. You know, a lot of people made Anquan Bolden comparisons, and I think that's a fair comparison to how they'll use him. Maybe not a fair comparison in terms of talent. So Burkett said he had a feeling Patricia was a 59-yard field goal away from getting fired. Did you get a similar sense? I mean, you blow a 21-point lead, something that we've seen the team do again to a Washington team that's awful offensively. All right, so mixed feelings about what just happened. Yes, the Lions just scored, but it was Danny Amendola, and he's not supposed to be in the game. Whatever, I'll take it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think they would have made the midseason change. I think at this point they've decided to ride this through and see. I mean, you're already what? You're not well past the halfway point, but you're past the halfway point of the season. I don't see a point in firing a head coach at this point. Why not just ride it through and give Patricia every last chance to salvage things? But maybe. I mean, it's hard to really know, right? We don't know much about Sheila Ford Ham. We don't know if she's impulsive. We don't know where she stands with this team. We haven't heard her speak since the introductory press conference, so it's really just kind of a guessing game at this point. Oh yeah, that was Cephas. You're right. Is Sanu going to play tomorrow? He's currently on the practice squad. Around 4 p.m. is usually when we get word on whether there are going to be any call-ups. So you'll know whether he's at least going to be active tomorrow by 4 p.m. today. I'm guessing just in terms of depth, they'll probably bring him up. They'll need some bodies, no doubt, without Amendola and without Kenny Golladay. I just don't think he gets a lot of playing time. I think the Lions are, I mean, they've got Jamal Agnew, they've got Marvin Hall, they've got Marvin Jones, they got Quinn Cephas. That should be enough in terms of playing time, I imagine, especially since Lions like to go 2 tight ends a lot. So they'll have Hawkinson in there, they'll have Jesse James in there a lot. One thing to also consider is the tight end, who, well, I guess they didn't return him from IR yet. But he's probably Hunter Bryant. He's probably due to come off IR pretty soon. I guess I think they could theoretically do it today and activate him. So that's maybe one thing to look out for. But because I know they like him a lot. We'll see. Hey, at least it's safe PJ Walker as a starter. Yeah, we'll have to go in and check what happened here. Danny Shelton injured on the play as the Lions take a 14-0 lead. He does not look happy about it. As the Panthers pick up their first down of the game. Their first down of the game, I should say. By the way, Evolver Rad, appreciate the follow as well. I think I missed that last time. Appreciate you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Thought Bridgewater was questionable and might play. Yes, that is true. I put it up to Twitch chat. Did a poll, and 8 out of 15 people said put him out. Legal hands to the face. Interesting. I don't know if I've ever. Oh no, legal block in the back. Erased. Yeah. If I had to guess right now, T-Design, I'd say Bridgewater is literally 50-50. PJ Walker Loki can run too. True. Quick pass, almost picked off again. Wow. I have a feeling the Lions are going to win this big because Madden absolutely hates the Panthers' backups. If we ran this with Teddy Bridgewater, I think it would look a lot different. Absolute stones for hands. No pressure. He's running. He runs into his own guy, but breaks free. Ooh, gets hit hard. That was a really loud sound effect. Mike Davis is about to have a day tomorrow. I'm not so convinced of that. I see a lot of people saying that, and I know there's some gifted subs on the line for that. I I don't know. I believe in the Lions' run defense a little more than I think the average person. And I know Minnesota game was rough and really bad. But out of the bye week, they've looked like a different run defense outside of that one game. And so maybe they're still hurting from having Trey Flowers out. But I think overall they've improved a lot there. And I don't think that highly of the Panthers' offensive line. I don't think that highly of Mike Davis, to be completely honest. So I think the Lions will be all right there. Low gamer, want to hear my season prediction? Sure. And while you give us your season prediction, Jack Attack asks, what do you think Stafford's chance of playing is? I think it's like 90%, 95%. I'd be very, very, very surprised to see him not play. End of the first quarter, you got your Lions up 14-0. Not something we're accustomed to seeing in Madden, something we are definitely accustomed to seeing in real life, an early lead for the Lions, and we all know how that typically has gone. But yeah, this is looking good so far. I'm a little scared of how good it looks. You gonna watch the Sunday Night Football game? Is that Chiefs Raiders? You know I'm gonna be watching. I gotta see that Raiders team because I don't understand why their record is so good. I don't know what they're doing well. I don't know anything about that Raiders team, but apparently they're playing really good football right now. Torn ligaments in the thumb sounds painful. Yeah, Randall. I can't imagine how that must feel, and how much it impacts. I mean, your thumb. I mean, it's a pretty significant percentage of your grip is with that thumb. So, yeah, I don't know. Max Crosby, the one that got away. Yeah. Western Michigan, is that right? Or is he Eastern or Central? He's one of those. I don't remember. I'm not a draft guy. Eastern. There it is. Well, Panthers are starting to get it moving here, which, I don't know. I'm kind of expecting regardless of who's at quarterback on Sunday. Has to affect his accuracy. You'd imagine. I mean, he looked fine last week. You know, he suffered the injury in the first quarter. He looked great for all 4 quarters. But adrenaline, probably didn't realize exactly the extent of that injury at the time. Now he does. Now he's not going to come in. He's probably not going to be coming in with that adrenaline right away. Is McCaffrey in too? I knew this was going to happen. I'm sorry, chat. You guys saw you guys definitely saw me put Christian McCaffrey on the sidelines because we went back and checked his rating and we saw a 99 on the sidelines. I did all I could. Man does what it wants apparently. Third down, broken up by Justin Coleman. Carolina's going to have to sell for a field goal here. We're okay, Joshua. We're okay. This Lions defense is brand new. Jared Davis, very excited about it. He's also questionable, missed last week. All right, here's Low Gamer's predictions. For the AFC, we'll go 1-7 seed. Chiefs, Steelers, Dolphins, Colts are your division winners, and you got Ravens, Bills, Raiders as your wild card teams. That sounds about right. Dolphins as the NFC East winner is somewhat bold, but I mean not that bold at this point, I guess. Joey Sly has a leg. Yeah, he's probably a lot better than Washington's punter who we had back last week in these Sims, who looked god-awful. But interesting you have the Chiefs above the Steelers. That's obviously Chiefs have 1 loss, so could potentially happen. I mean, if the Raiders don't make a wild card at this point, it has to be a pretty big disappointment. What are they, 6-3?
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own
Sly kicks a 67-yarder to beat the Lions tomorrow. Oof. I might cry if that happens. Why does the D collapse? At this point, it feels like a mental issue. Wyatt, if you want my honest opinion, I just think the defense isn't very good. And I think they're particularly bad against the pass. So when teams go into all pass mode, the Lions don't have an answer for it because they're not good. They can't rush the passer very consistently. They can't cover very consistently. So, I mean, how's this team supposed to hold a lead? Oh, here comes Stafford doing Stafford things. Holding on to the ball too long. I don't think it's an issue where they're getting too conservative. They're going into prevent, things like that. I mean, they played more man coverage last week in the second half, which is, I mean, when you talk about prevent, that's more zone. Lions winning a sim. What's going on? Yeah, I think the main reason right now is that we have P.J. Walker in as their quarterback. He threw a quick interception that led to 7 points. But the offense is actually moving pretty well, too. Could it be a conditioning issue? That's so hard to diagnose. I don't think so. I don't think it's a... I mean, if anything, the Lions have become notorious for being, overly conditioned under Matt Patricia. They're working him too hard in practice. And I guess maybe that could lead to some fatigue in game, but it's not like I'm seeing them looking more, I don't know, out of breath or anything at the end of games. Swift is in the game for some reason, catches a pass for some reason, goes out of bounds 2 yards short. Lions will have to punt. Panthers working their way back into this game. I'm tempted to make Jeremy wear the mozzarella stick t-shirt. Well, if you do, it's right here. I got it. But you also want me to eat one? Yeah, you're probably a long ways from that, though. Nice punt coverage. Oh, I forgot to ask for some Jack Foxes in the chat. Chat! You were supposed to have covered. Conditioning issue. Did you see Zender and Kennard's body transformations last year? Dudes looked like monsters. Yeah, Jared Davis too, right? They went through that Michigan something MECA. They've handled a couple Lions and helped them transform. NFC 1 seed is the Saints. Interesting with that Drew Brees injury. I don't know. Then you got the Seahawks at 2. Interesting. Bears. Wait. Okay. Bears. You have the wait. Way low gamer. You have the Bears winning the NFC North? Come on now. No way. Giants winning the NFC East is kind of interesting too. 5th seed Bucks, 6th seed Cardinals, 7th seed Packers. Wow. That's bold, low gamer. That's bold. I mean, you have the Packers nose diving there to get the 7th seed. Jack Fox, best player on the team. You may not be wrong. Relative to his position, I think you're probably right. I told you CMC was going to kill us and ruin our way. Listen, I'll start the damn thing over if I have to. I won't, but. Super Bowl prediction, Lions over Dolphins. In what year? Is that like a 2030 prediction? Lions with the blitz, doesn't get there. Finds his receiver. First down. Is that Robbie Anderson? Yep. Zazu is sleeping in his bed right now, right next to me. I can bring him out if y'all want, but y'all got to request it. Do the Lions split with any NFC North team? Good question, Andre. I think they got a shot against the Bears. I think Bears is, if I'm being completely honest, I think the Bears is the only shot. We'll see what their quarterback situation is coming out of their bye week. Yeah, I think they got a legitimate. I think, you know what? I'm gonna actually go ahead and say it. I think they beat the Bears. I think they'll beat the Bears because their offense is. I mean, that's the key to a Lions win. They need to face a team with a horrible offense, and that's really. I mean, you look at their wins this year: Washington, Cardinals is the one, exception. Jaguars, I guess maybe Falcons is also another exception, but those are teams that were struggling offensively at the time. And so you just, like, this team isn't going to be a team with a good offense, and that's why I didn't pick them this week against the Panthers.
Throwing again. Walker.
What?
To his left.
That was so awkward looking. Was that a slide? Oh, weird. PJ Walker running all over the lines right now.
And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Quick bag. I saw Zazu yesterday. Yeah, you were getting kissed by Zazu pretty hardcore yesterday.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
Did not get the first down. They cheated by putting Christian McCaffrey in there, and they did not get it.
This defense really pulled around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really
8 and 8 is improvement, I guess.
offense gonna have to come up with something
Yeah, 8 and 8's
in order to try to
possible.
get this running game going.
I think if I had to guess right now what they finish, it's probably it's either 6 and 10 or 7 and 9. Don't the Lions play better against mobile quarterbacks? They do. Their offense or their defensive game plan is all about containing mobile quarterbacks when they face one, and they've done a heck of a good job, really. In it's the one thing defensively that you can say Matt Patricia has done a really good job of continually, really for all 3 years. They're going for it on 4th down. Mike Davis picks it up. Just barely, and the Panthers keep the drive alive. If Christian Jones doesn't start, who will replace him? I mean, it's kind of a tough question, CJ, because they come out in so many different fronts. I would say in general, Reggie Ragland takes a lot of his snaps. Really, it feels like their 2 starting linebackers right now are Reggie Ragland and Jamie Collins. Christian Jones, I feel like he only played about 20-30% of snaps last week, so we're kind of already there. I just pray we get rid of Matt Patricia, but impossible for me to root for losses. I'm with you there. Christian McCaffrey back in the game again, loses 5 yards on the pass, and the Panthers are now into a tough situation here, 3rd and 15. I don't know much about the Panthers offense, but I'm hoping we win. It's hard to want to tank, but I often hate how Patricia has this defense. I think a lot of people are in that same boat, Andre. It's never fun to watch your team lose. I don't care what it means in terms of draft pick and things like that. If you're watching on Sundays, why would you even bother to root if you're rooting to lose? Not a good pass there from PJ Walker, and it's 4th and 15 for the Panthers. They're kind of in that no man's land. I'm guessing Madden is going to make them punt. Hot take: Jets beat the Chargers this week. Not really a hot take. Those 2 play each other? It's possible. I think the Chargers are a much better team, but they have this thing where they just way underperform seemingly every year, and it's crazy. I got the Patriots as an 8 seed, knocking off the Steelers in the first round. Well, it's only 7 teams that make the playoffs. Low gamer reader list. 3 worst records. Jets. Oh, you have the Jets going 0-16. The Jaguars going 1-15, and the Bengals going 2-13-1. So you have none of those teams winning a game again, do you? What are your thoughts on Justin Herbert's haircut? I think he looks like he's 17 now. I'm not one to judge haircuts because I have no style and my hair is a mess all the time. Jump ball, did he come down with that in bounds? He did! TJ Hawkinson! What? No, it's 7 this year. It's normally only 6. But there's your 4 division winners and there's 3 wild cards. Typically there's only 2 wild cards. Did he really get his feet in? Look at that catch! 1-2. He got it in. Oh my goodness! Clip it, chat. Send it to him. My goodness.
across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Stafford.
Going right back to Hawkinson. Picks up only 4 this time.
They'll contain him to just 4.
Game not realistic. No pencil behind Matt. They didn't have Matt behind him? He didn't have his pencil behind him? 2-minute warning. Looks like, I think Matthew Stafford is feeling the pressure of Tua Tagovailoa nipping at his heels, and suddenly the Lions' offense is alive. Justin Herbert's strength and conditioning coach gave him the haircut. Isn't that like the last person you'd ever want a haircut from? Yeah, I feel like if you're getting a haircut from the strength and conditioning, oh my goodness, I almost jinxed Stafford. But yeah, if you're getting a haircut from the strength and conditioning coach, it's a buzz cut 1,000% of the time. Like, that guy is giving you a buzz cut. I think we beat the Texans, Bears, and Tampa. But even if we beat the Panthers, 9-7 isn't enough for a wild card spot, is it? I mean, it depends. Right now the Lions at 4-5 are only a game and a half out of a wild card spot. I think the Cardinals hold the last one at what? Oh my goodness, Stafford. What are they? 7 no, they're 6. What are they? I don't know. I'd have to look. But yeah, I think in general, 9-7 has a chance. I do think 9-7 has a chance. I don't think the NFC is particularly deep right now. Let's look at the standings here. Okay, so Wait, no. The Cardinals have the third wild card spot at 6-4. But behind them is like a 5-5 Bears team, a 4-5 Vikings team. What was that? Did we just see a shank by Jack Fox? Madden. We got to go full screen here for a second. Madden. No. Is that the right one? Did I go the right? Okay. 14 teams this year too, with one by team. Got a chance at 9. Yeah, got a chance at 9-7. Do they reseed after the first round of playoffs now to get lowest seed? I think so. Well, no. Yeah, I mean the high seed always plays the lowest seed. I don't think there's like a pure bracket. That's how it's always been. I say we beat Tampa because it's a Lions thing to do. The Patricias want to go against Brady. True. They do tend to play up to their competition sometimes. Sometimes. In previous years. Not so much this year. I don't feel like they played very competitively against the Saints or the Packers. They did against the Cardinals, though, so who knows. But if we tied the Cardinals, we get their tiebreaker. Exactly, yeah, so that's why that win could be huge if the Lions somehow manage to turn things around in the second half of the season there. Or the Colts, yeah, they didn't look very good against the Colts either. Good point. Good point. Is that McCaffrey again? Oh, he dropped it. McCaffrey's kind of been horrible in this game. He's already got 5 catches in this game. Maybe he was in as like wide receiver, like slot receiver. Why'd they just call timeout? Was the clock running? It was an incomplete pass, right? Weird. Benny, by the way, thank you for the follow about 9 minutes ago. Appreciate you being here. Tiebreaker with Atlanta this year, too. Yeah. I like Galladay, but the dude doesn't get separation all. It has to factor in his bigger contract. Yeah, I was listening to the fellows over at The Athletic talk about Galladay's contract and how much he deserves versus how much he's asking. And yeah, I mean, he's definitely not in that top-tier conversation yet. He's not Devontae Adams. He's not DeAndre Hopkins. But, man, it's hard to forget how big of a piece he was in that win a couple weeks ago against, who was it? Against... I can't even remember who it was. It was against Atlanta? Atlanta, I think. Yeah, Falcons. Going deep, wide open! Did he get in? He did! Robbie Anderson with the toe-tapping touchdown grab with 31 seconds in the half, and suddenly we got ourselves a ball game. YCMC in the game, I thought he was out. I tried to take him out lefty. For whatever reason, Madden's got a mind of its own. I took out him, I took out Swift, and both have been playing a little bit. Sir Purr himself. Do you think Okuda is a bust? No. I think it's way too early. The booth. I don't think we've ever gotten a booth review. Okay, it's under review. Do you know the truth about Galladay, Jeremy? Does he want out or really hurt? I don't think. His feet are out of bounds. Incomplete. Bring it back. Bring it back.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
What? Get out of here. Come on. Do you think Galladay is a diva? He doesn't seem happy and he hasn't gotten much of his money, and injuries don't seem like a rush to get back. I mean, that's a lot of speculation about his personality, and I just don't know. He's kind of a low-key guy in general, so I can't act like he has a different demeanor in press conferences or anything like that just because he's a guy that doesn't talk a lot. And yeah, he had the Instagram post that certainly seemed to be directed towards not being happy about his contract situation, and I do think there's very clearly some sort of disagreement, because it's my understanding that the two sides have talked, and it seemed like even at, there was rumors out there right before the season started that they were close to a deal, and so I feel like there's just a disagreement in value there, and I don't think that makes him a diva. I think he's got his own future in his mind, and I certainly wouldn't ever accuse a player of faking an injury or faking the severity of an injury to get back. I don't think that makes sense. Professionally, I don't think it makes sense. Like, if you're in the middle of a contract dispute, not playing games is horrible for you. It's bad. And everything he's said publicly, and take that for what it's worth, is that he wants to be here. He had some very honest, what sounded like an honest thing about talking about how he's extremely grateful for the opportunity that the Lions gave him for drafting him as highly as they did. And so, I don't know. I tend to take people at their words. Maybe that makes me naive, that I do think he wants to be here. And sitting out, like I said, is bad. Injuries are bad for contract negotiations. So I think he'll try to get back as soon as he can. And I don't know. I think there's just a big money difference right now, and that's why we haven't seen something happen. Yes, the Panthers did collectively dab. They do that in Madden for some reason. It's very cringy. Le'Veon Bell didn't make sense either, but he still did it. Yeah, I think he just, but he sat out. That's different than faking an injury a little bit. He bet on himself and it didn't work out. Marvin Hall with a nice catch and a nice cut up field. Lions got a shot here to add a field goal, but they only got 14 seconds left. Tag candidate for Galladay? Absolutely, 100%. Running back wise, is Peterson going to start over Carry-On? I get the sense, yes, that he'll start, but in terms of like playing time, I think it's probably going to be closer to 50-50. I think you'll see plenty of Carry-On. Stafford going deep. Amendola couldn't come down with it, and yes, I know, chat, Amendola's not playing tomorrow. I took him out of the game. Man took it into their own hands to play him. More targets for Cephas? Yeah, maybe. I'm kind of fascinated to see what they do at wide receiver. We saw what they did without Galladay, but without Galladay and without Danny Amendola, things could look a little differently, but they do get That's going to do it for the half. They do get Jamal Agnew back, so it could be just as simple as basically what they did last week with Jamal Agnew instead of Danny Amendola, which means you get Cephas maybe around 40% of the time out there. And what did he have? 2 targets last week? Not a whole lot. Which is why I know a lot of people are eager to see Mohamed Sanu because he's a name that people recognize, but I don't think he's going to play much at all. Maybe not at all. Again, we still have to wait to see if they call anybody up because he's still on the practice squad. All right, we're at halftime. I'm going to run a quick ad for you that aren't subbed to the channel on Twitch. YouTube, I think you guys are spared. When we come back, we'll get into the second half. I'm also going to send out a quick tweet to bring some more people in here. And then remember, we're doing a second sim after this game with Tua Tagovailoa as the Lions quarterback, so stick around for that. We'll be right back. All right, all you subbers and YouTube people. Oh, sorry. Let me send out a quick tweet. It's 14-10 Lions at the half. Come watch if Detroit can hold their lead here. Twitch.tv/Pride of Detroit. Okay. That's all set up. Let me get my stream manager back up here. Got about 30 seconds remaining in the ad. Oh, they're going to miss the kickoff, chat. I'm sorry. It's not Tua time yet. Chill. Secret discussion. Should we be talking about chat right now? The non-sub chat? Those jerks? All right. We are just about done with the ad. Okay, ad break over. Guys, you missed the kickoff. I'm sorry. They returned to the 30-yard line. Do you think Antonio Brown makes it all season with the Bucs? Man, that's a great question. Yeah, probably. There's only, 2 months of the season left? There's only really one and a half months of the season left, so hopefully he can keep it together. Nice little read option there from P.J. Walker, goes for 9. You see tomorrow as a potential breakout game for Kerryon Johnson if Peterson continues to not get as many yards. It's possible. I mean, I think we'll definitely see Kerryon get more touches than he's gotten all season. And we've heard coaches say, like, you know, I think it was Darrell Bevel who said, "Ooh, I like that play a lot." That's not what he said. I think Darrell Bevel said, you know, we'll kind of get a feel for who's succeeding out there and kind of ride the hot hand, so to speak. It's not his words, but my interpretation of his words. So if he shows potential, and we saw a little bit of it in previous weeks, I think we could see him, potentially have like 10 rushes in this game. We just got a Carl's Jr. ad. I don't think there's one within 300 miles of me. I miss Carl's Jr. It's not a great fast food restaurant, but like I really like they call it a Kahuna burger, I think. It was pineapple and stuff. It's very good. So Jones and Hall start? Yeah, I think so. Cephas could have caught that touchdown, but his form was so bad on it. Yeah, he just lost it. What is that? 3 Panthers wide receivers all wide open over the middle of the field. Bounces off one's hands, goes into the hands of another. Big gain for Carolina, and this is starting to resemble real life a little too much here. Lions jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Now the Panthers are threatening. Oh, my game froze. Oops, there we go. We're good. I miss having access to Del Taco Burger. I had a Del Taco Burger once. That filet was ridiculous. It actually surprisingly wasn't bad. I like Del Taco's burgers, I think, better than their tacos. The Star Nuggets. The Star Nuggets from Carl's Jr. Their shakes are pretty good, too. Nice tackle there by Daron Harmon, who's playing in the box there. Kind of surprised. What do you think of Jonah Jackson so far? I've liked him, but I don't hear or read much about him. Yeah, he's played pretty well. That left side of the line, I think a lot of people have confidence in as the line of the future for this team. A very promising trio of players there. like any rookie, his season hasn't been perfect, but I think it's been, at the very least, as good as you could have realistically expected so far. So, yeah, I think he's been good. Walker running again. Lions are going to have to put a spy out there pretty soon. Because look at that, 4 rushes, 50 yards. Also, what the heck is happening with Stenberg? They're taking their time with him. I think this is fully to be expected. I think I predicted at the beginning of the year, I don't think Stenberg starts the game unless there's an injury. So, yeah, I mean, I think this was all in the plans. He's a guy who came from an offense that really only threw the ball, so I'm sorry, only ran the ball, right? Kentucky? I can't remember. They've only done one or the other, and so he's got a lot of learning to do. He did not look good in training camp, so I think they're just like, let's give him a year to learn everything, and potentially he'll be the other guard that we're starting for the future. Yeah, Mauler. That's a one word everyone uses for Stenberg, and yeah, I think they're excited about that sort of attitude that he'll bring to their offensive line, but he's just not there yet. So do we only have 2 running backs starting? Jonathan Williams is also there, and Kyle Kasky wanted to make sure everyone know that they have a lot of faith in him. So he's up on the roster right now. They could potentially bring God, who's the running back on the practice squad right now? I can't remember his name. It's possible they bring him up, but I doubt it. What do you think will be the key to stopping Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore? They are both explosive. Pressure? I mean, it's a overly simplistic answer, but I don't think the secondary is going to do their job because they haven't this year. And so you got to be a little aggressive, especially if they got P.J. Walker in there, especially if they got Will Grier in there. Like, these guys, P.J. Walker has never started an NFL game. Grier has 2 starts, and he's been terrible. Rattle those guys with some pressure. Send some blitzes. Wide open. There is that DJ Moore? The slow, sarcastic clap, and this game has turned on a dime. I'm thinking Sanu gets a TD pass to Marvin Hall to DeMar. Okay, I see what you're doing there. Throw in Sanu there for a little trickeration. That'd be interesting. Yikes. Hey, there's the Lions we know and they love/hate. Yeah, you're not wrong. Lions 14-0 lead has disappeared completely. P.J. Walker went 4 for 4 on that drive. You hate to see that against a quarterback who's what was he, like a 60 in this game? When does Flowers come back? He's eligible to come back after this week's game. I have to imagine, though, on the shortened week for Thanksgiving, he will probably not play against the Texans next week. So I would aim for that following week against who? The Bears or something? Yeah, I'd aim for that Bears game potentially. He was a 59, and he's lighting up the Lions secondary right now. Sanu has the highest pass rating in NFL history or something. Yeah, what does he have, like 2 touchdown passes with the Bengals or something like that? Madden has encapsulated what it's like for the Lions to hold a lead. Yeah, it's kind of uncanny, really. Except I think the comeback happened a little quicker than normal. You know, that Bears game, it all happened in the 4th quarter. Against Washington, it all happened in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Trubisky would be better than Foles right now. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we'll have again. You have to kind of see and wait how that injury situation plays out. The jet sweep to Danny Amendola is a play that you can set afire right now and never, ever, ever run again, please.
They had that one pretty well figured out.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And there's plenty of times you don't hand it
3rd quarter collapse.
The huddle come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check.
Over the middle. Again to Danny Amendola, who I think gets the first down there. Are they going to give it to him? They do. Do Lions blow lead and lose tomorrow, or just lose like God intended? Wow. Wow. Feeling optimistic about it, huh? Sorry. Sorry about the cursor.
So from the 36 now, first and
It depends who gets the ball first. I think the Lions may be able to move the ball tomorrow.
Johnson.
Carry on with a nice little 7-yard pickup there on the toss play to the left. Who would you rather the Lions face, Trubisky or Foles? Oof. I mean, the Lions' pass defense is so bad. It's just, it feels like you could throw anyone back there. I guess I'd say Foles because Trubisky brings a little bit of mobility. I mean, they're both, in terms of just the danger that they have in terms of passing the ball, I think is almost identical. So I would say Trubisky just has that added edge with the running game a little bit. If I was the offensive coordinator, I would line Sanu up for the Wildcat. He can pass or run. Bevel don't do that. Yeah. I mean, you're really going to hand over that much responsibility to Sanu after being with the team for 2 weeks? It's a lot. Blitz is coming. Stafford throws it right into his lineman. Obviously, the earlier returns of DeAndre Swift have been fun. Has it been enough to change your mind that he was a suboptimal pick? No. Nope. I mean, the reason I thought it was a suboptimal pick is exactly what's happening right now. Running backs get injured. Their shelf life is short. Spending a second-round pick on a position that gets injured a lot and will only last 4 or 5 years with your team on average, if you're lucky, it's not worth it. In terms of talent, I think Swift is probably picked right around where he should be in terms of being the second running back off the board. I just don't agree with taking a running back that early. I don't. Stafford finds a wide open Marvin Hall up over the middle on a huge 3rd and down pickup. Lions back in this one. 538 QB adjusted odds for the Lions-Panthers game is pretty good. What does that mean? What are the QB adjusted odds? I feel like tomorrow could be a perfect storm for Okudah's best game since they have Walker at QB tomorrow. If they have Walker at QB tomorrow. I said earlier, I would say right now Bridgewater's chances of playing, based on the reports that I'm hearing, probably around 50-50. They seemed like much longer of a shot earlier in the week. But seems like he made some progress on Friday. Look, all the time in the world for Stafford. Now he's got to get rid of it. He's not going to because Stafford in this game is horrible. Takes a 13-yard sack, pushes them out of field goal range, and puts them in a big hole in this second down. If Teddy Two Gloves doesn't start, who do you think will be the QB? It's pure speculation on my part here. I'd have to go with P.J. Walker since he's just been the backup all year. But they've been splitting snaps in practice this week according to Matt Rule. So, I mean, I'm just going with the information available to me, and that would seem to point to P.J. Walker. I hate that sack lunch graphic. Burn it. 538 use ELO system for game picks. QB adjusted ELO takes into account injuries. So what are they assuming about the quarterback situation tomorrow? He completely changes the offense to me, and that makes it worth it. It makes sense for their must-win scenario. I'm assuming that's probably talking about Sanu. They assume no Teddy. Yeah. I mean, that's huge. What the fuck was that? It was all day he had, and tomorrow too. I mean, that's Patrick. If you've watched these Madden sims every week, he does at least that. He does that at least 2-3 times a game. Here comes another one. Takes a bad sack, pushes him out of field goal range. Although it's a 55-yarder from here. We'll see what Madden does here. I think. No, I was gonna say who did they up? I saw them up someone. Oh, they upped DeAndre Swift's Madden rating this week. Why didn't Hawkinson get a lot of attempts last week? Because he didn't need to. Because Swift was like the game plan. He was the focus of the game plan, and it worked out well. They were moving the ball well against what I think is a pretty good Washington defense. 54-yard field goal to tie the ball game up. This is huge. Kick is up. It's long enough. It's good. Let's go. We got ourselves a tie game, y'all.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11.
55-yard field goals are chip shots for Prater. I mean, we can all say that now that he made a 59-yarder, but if you were to say that last week, people would get on you for saying that. Hello, just stand there. He could have gone through his progression 5 times standing there. Madden is great at making Stafford look like a prairie dog. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Patrick.
Nothing separating these two teams on the score.
All right, we got ourselves a ball game here. I think it's time for a poll chat. Who wins the Madden sim? That's all we're not gonna say who wins tomorrow. We're saving that for later for our second sim. Who wins this Madden sim? Lions? Panthers. Y'all got 3 minutes. Let's hear it.
Is consistency.
Sorry about the mouse. I'm sorry about the mouse.
All the right things.
Washington had #1 ranked pass defense in the league, exactly. By DVOA metrics and I think by passing yards.
The drive begins with a
Ooh, big hole. Nice little juke there. Unfortunately, that's Christian McCaffrey, who I told Madden to take out of the game, and Madden's like, no, I don't wanna.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We got a vote from Lions, from YouTube, from Brandon. Cat Bros. Panthers. We shall see.
and they will not have time to get another play in.
That's the end of the third quarter. We got ourselves a tie ball game, y'all.
After
This is the closest the Lions, I think, have ever come to a win in our Madden sims. Ever. This year, outside of the one we did against the Jets just because we wanted to get the Lions a win, and they did. Barely. Yeah, maybe it is McCaffrey is the starting third down back. But, I mean, that wasn't third down, so I still don't get it. There's Mike Davis. Pretty big hole there, and he's stumbling for 7 yards there. 2nd and 3. Brendan says Lions by 3. Hey, No Cap, what do you think is the Lions' future? I don't see one under the current Stafford regime. Oh, Patrick, that is a big question. I think Stafford probably has one more year to prove it. Obviously, a lot depends on what they decide to do with the coach and the GM. But I think regardless, I believe Stafford probably hangs out around for at least one more year. And so 2021 will be a prove-it season for him. They might still draft a quarterback and kind of take a Packers approach to it. Dang it. And I didn't put him there. The man might have put him as a third down back. Anyways, but yeah, it also wouldn't surprise me at all to see a new GM, a new coach go in and be like, listen, Stafford, your best value to us at this point, since we're about to go through a rebuild, is through draft picks. If we can get a first round for you, we're going to take it. We're going to draft a quarterback of the future, give ourselves a couple of years, and maybe in 2-3 years, we got a new quarterback on a contract that's affordable, that gives us the ability to find some playmakers on defense. I don't know. It's hard to predict, but I do think we're a lot closer to the end of Matthew Stafford than maybe some people think.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Walker looking left side.
Will Hunter Bryant debut this week? Good question, J. Markey. I mentioned him a little bit at the top. He is still currently on IR. They'd have to activate him today, which is possible. I do know they like him a lot, and I do think when he's ready, he probably takes Isaac Nauta's spot on the roster, and we've seen Isaac Nauta over the past 2 weeks get about 10. Is that a drop? Wow, that's a huge play. Now what do they do here? It's a 60-yard field goal. It's a 4th and 3. Do they punt it away? Do they go for it? Let's see. This is a huge decision here. Real life, you got to go for it. Stafford getting his offense ready on the sidelines. Knows that this drive, they are going to try a field goal from 59 yards out. Is it long enough? No, it's not, and it's wide. No good, and now the Lions are going to take over with great field position. My goodness. That is a huge decision. Is the mouse on there again? Where? I don't see it.
And Detroit getting set to go.
I still don't see it.
Their defense was able to with a little help from that missed field.
My bad, my bad.
Settled in now, 1st and 10. What a tough spot to miss a kick, just an absolute letdown.
Not the real Sly. You're a big fan of Sly, huh? It only comes up during certain scenes in Madden. Okay, well, I definitely have it on my other monitor now, so it should be safe.
One through the post, and this thing could be over.
Nice little slant there to Amendola, who, again, shouldn't be playing in this game, but has caught about 7 passes today. I don't know why I just showed Carolina rushing yards allowed. Oh, it's only 4 catches? Ah, he's on your fantasy team. So the truth comes out.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable.
You got to punt in there, trust your defense. I think you got to go for it there. Swift in the ball game, picks up the 1st down and more. Now the Lions are in field goal position with only 6.5 remaining, chat. I think we might get a win today. I think we might catch a dub. Stop gaslighting. I'm sorry, Space Kataz. I don't know what to do about it. Problem is, when I click outside of this monitor, the one with the game on it, it takes the sound out. So that's why I keep accidentally doing it. What's the good word on Galladay? Well, he's out. He's officially out this week, Brother Sky. But Brother Syke, I should say. He did try to practice on Wednesday. He was limited in practice. He did not practice on Thursday and Friday. So you have to imagine he's close. Maybe the Lions are just like, you know what? Wednesday didn't go that well. Let's save you for Thanksgiving and see how that works out. So I think he's got a shot to play on Thanksgiving. But by no point, he's definitely not guaranteed to play, I should say. Is that carry-on? With a big hole up the middle, and now the Lions are in the red zone with an opportunity to burn some clock and cap it off with a touchdown. That'd be huge. One second, chat. Sorry. All right, we're good. Oh, we're not good. There we go. Now we're good. Got to get Galladay that turkey leg on Thanksgiving. That'd be nice. I'd like to see him on Thanksgiving.
So from the 17 now, here's a
Lions go up 7 here, says T-Designer. Let's see. Still running that ball. Look at all that room. Oh, if he had cut inside, he may have had a touchdown. But in a way, this almost is favorable. The Lions are going to be able to burn a lot more clock here, and with the 2nd and 1, you have to imagine they're going to keep the drive alive here. CJ, weird question. Tomorrow, Lions have more rushing yards or passing yards. I'm thinking due to wide receiver core being so thin. That is an interesting question. You know, the Panthers are actually much worse at defending the run, too, than they are defending the pass. So there is some legitimacy there. That being said, that hasn't happened once in a Lions game yet this season. And so I still do think they'll have more passing yards. But it's actually a really good point. I think those yardage totals could be pretty close. Watch the Panthers go for 2 and Madden beat us by 1. You know, maybe if they still had Ron Rivera, they might try something like that. But I don't know if Rule has that kind of cajones. All right, 1st and goal, 4 minutes left. Lions threatening to take the lead. DeAndre Swift, not supposed to be in this game. Breaks the tackle, gets down to the 1. Now maybe you bring in Adrian Peterson, huh? He's so good on those 3rd and goals from the 1s, right? Hey, no cap, why do you keep putting that in there, or does it keep repeating? Lions by 3. There's I almost said Adrian Peterson. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Takes the late lead for the Lions. Ooh, my. 100-plus rushing yards for the Lions, yes or no? I think as a total, I would take the over, yes. I think they have 100 rushing yards tomorrow. Is there any chance they pivot away from Peterson again? I really hate watching him play. I think there's a decent chance Kerryon has more carries than Adrian Peterson, but I think you're still going to see at least 30-40% of the snaps with Peterson out there. Lions only have 2 active running backs, correct? They also have Jonathan Williams currently on the roster. Look at that, chat. Lions with a little bit of dagger time from their offense there. Can they get some dagger time out of their defense? Only 3:40 left to hang on to this lead. We know how good the Lions defense is at holding on to leads, so this one should be in the books. Sorry, I couldn't even get that full sentence out. I tried. 100 out of Kerryon and Adrian? Yeah. Playoffs? No. I'm not there yet. I just think the Lions run, like, if we're being honest, a lot of the reason for the Lions running success, and I'm not trying to take anything away from DeAndre Swift, is that offensive line. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that Adrian Peterson had 93 rushing yards against the Bears in Week 1. Dagger time emote? Nah, we don't have one. There is I think if you just use your little phone emotes, there's a dagger and there's a clock. Most people are using that, I think. Plenty of time on the clock, says the announcer. I'm not so sure when you got P.J. Walker as your quarterback. They do have all 3 timeouts, though. I think we're going to see a game-ending pick 6 right here. That's what I'm going to say. Hawk 70. Here we go again. I love the player audio in this game. He's running again, and the Lions still don't have anyone covering him. 20-yard rush from P.J. Walker, and he's up to how many yards, chat? How many yards he up to right there? P.J. Walker, XFL GOAT. You're not wrong. Loki can run. Yeah, I know. You're right. And that really makes it tough for the Lions to game plan for this versus this one. Yeah. Bridgewater's got a little bit of a leg, but you have to imagine even if Bridgewater plays in this game, that MCL sprain will probably limit his mobility a little bit. But if P.J. Walker, I mean, you have to completely change your game plan if he's in the game. And like the Panthers have done a really good job at kind of disguising who they think is going to play this week. You think Michigan beats Rutgers, Jeremy? Ha! No comment. No comment. Walker run again, but this time he's going to throw on the run across his body, and he finds his guy for a first down, and suddenly Panthers threatening to score, and you have to wonder. I don't think Madden, you know, their algorithm is going to have them go for 2, but in real life, you think maybe they go for 2 in this situation. Man said not enough time for PJ, then he pulls off a big run. True. They got me. Lions O-line is ranked top 5 in run blocking and top 5 in pass. Something that sounds right. I mean, they're up there. Oh, he ran right by Deshaun Hand. Slid down. Picks up 7. Clock continuing to run. Will they get a playoff here? Oh, okay. I saw the mouse that time. I'm sorry. Looks like they might not get a playoff here before a 2-minute warning. Did you swap out PJ for Mahomes? Yikes. Dagger time turning into Damocles time real quickly. 2, 1. Did not get the playoff. 2-minute warning. Lions got a 7-point lead, but the Panthers are threatening. Still have all 3.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've got.
Hello. Am I back? I'm sorry. You're not getting sound for a second. Just want to make sure my mic's working. Broken up pass. Okay, we're good. Y'all can hear me, right? My bad. My cord is super loose. All right, big 3rd and 3 here. Panthers obviously in a 4-down territory type of situation here. PJ Walker. Can in his first career NFL start. Get a first down. Broken up by Amani Oruwariye. A big fourth down coming up. Now, this isn't the ball game because the Panthers do still have 3 timeouts. But this is obviously a huge play as the Panthers are deep in Lions territory. What's the play call here, chat? If you're the defensive coordinator here, are you sending a blitz against a mobile quarterback like P.J. Walker? Because if you miss on that blitz, he's running, maybe for a touchdown. Ooh, they're going heavy run formation here. Only one wide receiver. They do run it with Christian McCaffrey, and he picks it up. That is unfortunate. Not even supposed to be in this game. I benched him, and Madden's like, no. Thanks for having a clean house, Jeremy. Some people do live streams with dirty laundry and dishes all over the room. Yeah, general view, I have to admit that is typically what it looks like beyond here. But yeah, I had company yesterday, so I cleaned up a little bit. Big hit by Everson Griffin, and they call it incomplete, but that looked like it could have been a sack fumble. Drop it, 8, rush 3, let them score. ASCII, not for who dagger time stabs, as it stabs for you. Blitz the hell out of him. That's not what you said. You said the fuck out of him. I can swear, right? You guys are... I know we're on YouTube now, and YouTube has a bunch of kids on it. I'll try to keep it fairly clean.
Pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Dropping back to pass over the middle. Christian McCaffrey. Oh, that's not Christian McCaffrey. That Morris. Clock is running here. Now, you have to wonder if the Lions were in this situation, do you consider calling timeouts as the Lions to potentially get a possession back, or is your primary focus here just on getting a stop? Jim says let him score. They send out Mike Davis in motion. Empty backfield. P.J. Walker looking, throws quickly, had a man overthrew him. Wide open over the middle there where Moore was. Horrible pass, but it does stop the clock with 55 seconds left. Panthers still have 3 more opportunities. I like my Madden Sims dirty. The Panthers go for 2 and win by 1. Jeremy gives 20 subs. You know what? I will, just because I don't think Madden has it in them. I will give 20 subs if they win by 1 here. Jared Davis with a big hit, but not before the Panthers pick up a first down. And again, clock running here, but they're 1st and goal. Now I would definitely be calling timeouts if I was Detroit. Everson Griffin is fed up right now. You see, Davis just touched him. He's like, no, don't touch me. P.J. Walker gets it. Did he get both feet in? He did. Robbie Anderson with the potential game-tying touchdown with 25 seconds left. What do they do here, chat? They go for 2 and make it, and the Lions don't come back and win. I will give 20 subs to the channel. In before the Panthers botch the PAT snap and rush it in for 2. I'd count that. That better not happen, though. Robbie Anderson dancing in front of the camera there. Oh, they're going to review it. Hold on a second. Hold the phone here, chat. They're reviewing it. Oh, he's got both feet in. Oh, I like the little camera there. He might have 3 feet in. Unless he bobbled that ball. That's an easy touchdown. Let's see if the Lions get some ref shenanigans in their favor. Maybe these are the Purdue refs from last night. It does stand. So what do they do here, chat? Oh, and there's the extra point. I'm sorry, chat. No 20 gifted subs for you. As the extra point is up, and it is good. 25 seconds left, y'all, for the Lions. Listen, they only needed 17 last week. It was 27-27. Lions were able to get in field goal range for a 59-yarder for Matt Prater. 25 seconds too much time for Stafford, asked Brendan? I mean, maybe. Maybe. Let's see. We also know that Madden's 2-minute drill and time management is god-awful. But we'll see. Oh, I got to give Zazu his heart guard today. Good job, iPhone.
24 all our score as he sends this one away. To return,
Jamal Agnew with a return.
and able to take
All right, so this is slightly a better situation than last week. They had 17 seconds from the 25-yard line. This week they have 22 from the 27-yard line. Madden Stafford ain't good. You're not wrong. Maybe we can get a roughing the passer in this one too, though.
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for
Come on, y'all. You got to go for it, right?
but the risk is
We're not going for overtime, all right, Madden Stafford?
time and try and win it there.
Can still win by one if the Panthers take a safety and kick. I don't think that's how that works. Lions not going very wide. He's going under center. Kind of surprising here. They run it. Why do they run it? Tried to catch him off guard. At least they used a timeout there. They did pick up 5. Again, better situation than where they were last week. But I don't like that play call. Nice beard, man. Thank you. This is only being grown out because of Movember. And if we hit to 1,000, an exclamation point donate if you want to donate to our Movember campaign. But once we hit $1,000, I will shave the beard and just go mustache.
Now it's Stafford.
Over the middle, incomplete. Well defended there by the Panthers. And Madden thinks the Lions need to get to the 43-yard line, which would be a 61-yarder for Matt Prater. Such dagger, very time. Wow. Looks like Lions playing for overtime. It does look like that. Ooh, calling a hot route there. I don't know who he threw that one to, but now it's 4th down, and you have to imagine Lions are probably just going to punt this one out. Don't want to risk going for it and giving the Panthers good field position where they'd already be in field goal position. So let me see some Jack Foxes in the chat to make sure the Panthers don't return this for a touchdown. Looks like we're getting overtime. Just held my finger over your chin to imagine just a statue. Here. Is that good? Oh, you did it?
He'll come on to kick this one away.
There's our buddy Jack Fox. Panthers playing coverage here to try to get a return here, but it won't work. Is that Mike Ford with a nice tackle there, and the Panthers, they say Joey Sly can kick a 61-yarder as well, but he has only got 4 seconds to get in field goal position, so you think we're probably going to overtime here, and again, I'm going to have to tell chat here. I'm going to have to tell Twitter, I should say. Let me just make sure something crazy doesn't happen here. All right. Overtime, y'all! As someone in the chat said, I believe this is our first ever Madden overtime. Thank you for the follow, Black Hawk. Appreciate you stopping by. Is Jack Fox a 99? Unfortunately, he's not. I think he's like an 80.
Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to
All
score
right.
wins, but
Coin toss. Who won? I can't tell who won. Panthers are getting the ball first. So if the Panthers score a touchdown, this game is over. A field goal, and we will continue. If we lose and Tua wins our first Madden, I'm done. Yes, by the way, chat, if you're just stopping by from Twitter, this is the end of our first simulation. We are doing a second simulation after this with Tua Tagovailoa as the Lions quarterback because our Twitch chat donated enough money for that to happen. Personally, I don't want to see it happen, but it was requested by our Twitch chat, and we got 20 gifted subs, so I must cede to their billing. But here we go. Overtime between the Panthers and Lions. First overtime Madden Sim of the year. P.J. Walker in as the Panthers quarterback, according to chat. Again, I left it up to them. We need to stop here. So far, the Panthers has really seen most of their offensive success with Walker running the ball. I think he has at least 69 rushing yards in this game. What happens if we win this sim and lose with Tua? Well, then we're all vindicated, aren't we? Dropping back to pass. Looks. Finds Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield for a first down. Again, chat, I'm sorry that Christian McCaffrey is in this Madden sim. I tried to take him out. Madden said no, apparently. Lions have not won a sim all year. That is true. They won a sim during the bye week when we had them face the Jets just for fun. That's it. Bridgewater versus 2. No, we're going to keep everything. We're going to keep the lineup the same. We need to keep it the same for scientific measures. First down again for the Panthers. They're just moving the ball at will here. Lions need at least a stop for a field goal here to get an opportunity to win the ball game.
Always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now.
They run it here with McCaffrey.
And see what happens.
And that's Jared Davis with a nice little hit there for a 6-yard gain, though, for Carolina. Jared Davis with 7 tackles this game. The real question is, are you going to bench Okuda? Ooh, that's a good point. Are we going to allow the Lions to have 2 top 5 picks in the NFL draft? RM King, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, buddy. Welcome to the Pride. All day. Christian McCaffrey again. This time he stopped. Great tackle by Romeo Okwara. And this is the play of the game so far here. 3rd and 3 from the Lions' 42-yard line. Might be 4-down territory for the Panthers, but that's a big risk. They also got a kicker with a big leg, so they might even try a long field goal here. But we got to get a stop first. Back to pass. Finds a wide open. I think that's their tight end there. And first down, Panthers. Uh-oh. Stafford can only watch in pain from the sideline as the defense again gives up a 14-0 lead in this game. Can't hold a late 7-point lead with 4 minutes left, and now could be giving up the game-winning score here. This is actually upsetting you. I'm sorry. Now they're spreading it out 5 wide here. Empty backfield. P.J. Walker back to pass. He's going to run it. Slid down, and the Lions defender hurdled him. Hubert Robinson, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pride. Insert Stephen A. Smith Payne meme. 2nd and 3. Lions really need to do better on first down. Keep giving up these 2nd and shorts. Not a good formula to win, but nice little stop there from the defense. Jamie Collins and Jared Davis in on the tackle there, and we're left with another 3rd down here. Now they're not in 4-down territory here, so if the Lions can get a short yardage stop here, I think they'll hold them to 3. But the Lions defense has not been good. This is less than a yard here, and it's McCaffrey in the backfield too. Play action. They're not going to run it. Finds an open receiver, and now it's 1st and goal. Nope, 1st and 10 from the 11. Oh, no, chat. Oh, no. And we have a Zazu request. Zazu, you got to wake up, buddy. Zazu, come here. He'll be our therapy dog once the Panthers win this game. 1 second. We gotta watch this one play out first. Come on, we need a pick. Give us a pick. This quarterback is horrible. No! Oh! What's the flag? Oh, don't be roughing the passer. Don't be roughing the passer. I saw that late blitz come. Holding! Let's go! Here we go, baby. That's the penalty we needed. Move him back. Let's go! Let's go! That's your break, Randall. That's a huge break for the Lions. Pushes them back to the 21-yard line.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
See what they decide. Oh, pressure comes. He's sacked by Deshaun Hand. He's sacked by Deshaun Hand. The Lions' first sack of the game comes at one of the most important moments. My goodness, now it's a second. Look at Stafford flexing on the sideline. My goodness. What a change in fortune. This is a lot like that Washington drive to open the game last week. They drive all the way downfield, get a big negative play, get another big negative play. And now, I mean, now a field goal isn't guaranteed at this point.
second and very long.
Got plenty of time. Chooses to pick underneath. Picks up about 10 or so. But now it's a huge 3rd and 19. You probably got to take a shot in the end zone here because you're in field goal range. You're comfortably in field goal range here. Take a shot in the end zone, see what happens. McCaffrey on the wheel route here on 3rd down, says Joshua. I hope not, man. Chad, I'm excited. I'm actually now I'm actually into this. This is huge. You also have to look at the time on the play. The Lions don't have a ton of time after this if they hold them to a field goal. Oh, for a second I thought he had all that room up the middle. But they will not score. Oh, hey. Easy, Trufant. Easy, Trufant. Let's not get a flag after the play. Just insane. Thank you for the follow. All right, Panthers here. Got to be kicking a field goal. Probably leave about 3 minutes left for the Lions to retaliate here. We might end up with a tie game, y'all. I've never seen a simulated tie. But we're trending in that direction potentially, depending on how the Lions offense responds here. Did they have Christian McCaffrey open on the wheel route? Clock running. Here's the field goal team. Block it. Block it. Give me a block. No block, and the kick is good. Lions will have an opportunity to respond, though, with 3 and change left to either take the game home or potentially tie it up. Jay Badoff, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pride. Appreciate you stopping by. Why do I feel the same anxiety as a real Lions Sunday? Because, in the grand scheme of life, does this Madden Sim really mean anything more than a football game that you are not involved in? Think about it. Wee Woo Gaming. Thank you for the follow. I need a Verner's. Stafford gonna hang in the pocket for 10 seconds and lose the game. Listen, that's probably right, but I don't want to think about that. Agnew not going to take any chances with that one. Lions will start at their own 25 to at least tie the game up with 3:21 left. There's Matthew Stafford. Had a pretty good game so far. 233 yards on 34 attempts is kind of a low amount. Not testing the defense downfield much, which is really what's been happening in real life all year. That familiar feeling of doom. I need Mickey Redmond's Verner's. I don't think I understand that, but I do know who Mickey Redmond is. Thank you for the follow, Mad Cow Disease. Interesting name. All right, picks up 4. Is that Marvin? I feel like that's Marvin Jones' first catch of the game. Didn't tell me. Virtual cardiac cats. All right, come on. You don't need to burn all this clock. Let's act with a little bit of urgency here. Oh, the clock did stop. Did they call timeout? Oh, he dropped it. I missed that completely. Oh, no. Screen pass. He's got the blockers ahead of him. Go. DeAndre Swift not supposed to be in the game. But again, Goldhawks, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Pride. My goodness. That's a huge play. Patricia, happy about that. Screenplays have actually worked quite well in these Madden Sims as of late. Look at all those blockers ahead of him. Well-designed play. And here we go, Lions at about midfield here. Almost already in field goal range. Will they be aggressive and go for a touchdown here? Tries to draw him offsides, doesn't get it. Throws it out of the backfield to carry on. No, that was to Swift as well, and overthrew him by a good 3 yards. Not great. Redmond is really always pouring booze during commentary. That's amazing. Not a great play there on second down, but Lions are definitely in 4-down situation here, so 3 more chances to at least get into field goal range. Blitz coming, another screen pass, and it works again! He gets rid of it just in time, and the Lions pick up a first down all the way down to the 40-yard line. Where's the 8-bit of Africa? on YouTube. We're not there yet. We need to get the win here. Although I'm starting to really get a sense that this might be a tie ball game. Over the middle, plenty of room for Amendola there. Picks up 8. The Lions will probably hit. I believe there's a 2-minute warning in overtime, right? Oh, there's not. I thought there was. Detroit Love, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Pride. We're getting up there in viewers today. As everyone is excited for this finish here. Lions have an opportunity to potentially win this ball game. Nice play action, buddy. Oh! Right into a defender, and they're going to call that incomplete. Luckily, now we're in an interesting situation here. If they don't make it here on 3rd down, do you kick the 50-yard field goal, or do you go for it on 4th and 1? That is a tough situation to put a head coach in. We'll see. In the meantime, BJ Buford, thank you for the follow. Let's see what they do here. Carrion, I think, is in the backfield there. They don't run it. Throws it incomplete, and now they're in this exact situation. 4th and 1, and it's probably less than 1. Do you kick the field goal here? Not even a gimme 50-yarder. Or do you take the risk here, go for the win, and they are just going to kick the field goal? Panthers call a timeout here, either trying to stop the clock. Well, no, the clock has already stopped, so they're trying to ice Matt Prater. How dare you? How dare you? This is classic simulation down to the last few plays. Stafford had pine tar in his hands from his days playing ball with Clayton Kershaw. Yikes. I would go for it, chat. I think I would go for it. But obviously, at this point, the Lions are playing for the tie. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. And the kick is up. It's good! We are potentially heading towards our first ever Madden Sim tie, but it ain't over yet. Carolina still has over $130, $134, and 1 timeout. They used 1 timeout to ice Matt Prater, which might turn out to cost them. Yes, it's not dagger time. It's dagger tie. I love it, Space. Onside kick? Onside kick, y'all? Anybody? Go for the win. You got Jack Fox kicking it. Unbelievable. I can't believe this might end in a tie ball game. Taking it out, costing the team some time, and does not get back to the 25-yard line. Oh, they do give it to him to the 25. A minute 30 with 1 timeout for Carolina to potentially win this ball game, but they got to be careful. A turnover would lose it for them. And as you can see right there, Walker does have an interception on the day, but 3 touchdowns. Chat wants an interception. You have to wish hard enough, chat. It's kind of like Tinkerbell. If you clap loud enough, it'll happen. If there are enough pick sixes in the chat, it's gonna happen. Panthers come out in a pistol. Only 1 wide receiver out. They hand the ball off. Big hole there, but he cuts into pressure there. And they only pick up 5. Interesting play call. Hey, I'm a coach. I would have went for it there. You know what? You're my head coach. I just hired you. Panthers going to let the clock run here. You have to wonder what they're thinking here going into huddle. P.J. Walker might think that there's double overtime. You know, he's never started an NFL game before. Maybe he doesn't realize that the rules are different than the XFL. Jaeger bombs. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. It's just me and you. Now they're in the shotgun. Will pass it on this down. Oh, finds a guy, gets hit big by Tavai, but holds on, gets a first down, and clock is still running. This is going to be close, chat. Today I learned ginger ale and spiced rum is really delicious. That sounds delicious. I thought that was going to be our pick. Yeah, I don't know. Run the ball again, loses a ton of yards there. And that might put the dagger in any hopes of a score from either team. Panthers, again, not calling timeout, not going no huddle. Christian Jones with a huge play there to conserve the tie. I think we might be done, though, chat. I think we're looking at a 27-27 tie ball game here. I know Sly's got a leg. Oh, and now they do call a timeout. I can't call anything. I'm sorry, chat. If I had a chance to call a timeout, I probably would have. I don't want to tie. I don't want to tie any more than you do. Lion Swag, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Pride. Stick around. We're going to do another sim right after this one. Shotgun, no one in the backfield. Lions send a blitz, and it gets there! Now, if you're the Lions, you'd love to call a timeout. But I don't think Madden is smart enough, and Carolina is out of timeout, so I think, chat, this is it. Jesse James is fine with the tie, so is Halapuli Vati Vaitai. Dancing on the sidelines. I can't call a timeout, chat. Listen, I want to. It won't let me. It won't let me. I want to. That's going to do it, chat. You can see the second drain off the clock, and that is it. End of the game, 27-27 tie. Lions win, 27-27. That is their first non-loss. And the players don't want to leave. They still think, wait, are they going to give him another overtime? They're not, right? Is Madden going to give them a second overtime? Madden's still going. We're still here, y'all. We're still playing. This is okay. You know what? Let's see what happens. Oh, wheel route. Not enough to get a first down, but you know what? I love it. No, I'm not stopping this. We're getting ourselves a winner. And now the Lions are going to get the ball back. Madden does not know the overtime rules, apparently. I got to tweet this out. Hold on. This is ridiculous. They are punting here, so the Lions will have the first opportunity to score to end the game here in the second overtime. Unprecedented things happening in our Madden stream, and it's only going to get even weirder in our second Madden stream. Love it. This is unbelievable. How does a Madden sim let this happen? Now my question is, are these full periods? Like, if the Lions score here, will the game be over, or are we playing the full quarter? Quick pass to Marvin Hall. He picks up 9. Good way to start the drive. That's the way the game should be played. Play till you have a winner. I get that feeling, but I don't think players want to play a sixth quarter. Second and 1. Lions go the conservative route. Kerryon Johnson picks up the first down. He's had a pretty good game this game. 10 rushes, 48 yards, and a couple scores. And the Lions are moving. No next score wins. Hopefully. Are you sure, though?
Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and still get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike, 52. 52.
Now Johnson.
Kerryon, nice little hole there. Picks up. Oh, and leans forward. Picks up 4. Dalton, 54. Thank you for the follow. And I am the Walrus, 13. Cuckoo Kachoo. Thank you for the follow. Dagger overtime. I love it. With every sim, man rebels a little harder. Won't let you bench players. Won't let the game end. Won't let Matthew Stafford throw the ball until he's sacked 10 times. I mean, yeah, you're right. Tampa Bay Lightning had 3 games in the playoffs that ran to 2 overtimes or further. One that was 5 overtimes, and they won the cup. It's true. True facts. High pass. Amendola nearly comes down with it, but it's knocked loose. Lions will face a critical 3rd and 6 here. Julian 1231, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pride. Yes, the second sim is Lions versus Panthers with Tua Tagovailoa as the Lions quarterback. Per request, we had a 20 gifted sub donation to the channel with that request, and we're going to see what happens. Quick pass to a wide open receiver. There is a flag on the play. What's the flag? Late flag, personal foul, face mask. Lions are now going to be in field goal range to win this ball game, assuming it's now in sudden death. But we don't know with the way that the man rules are working. My goodness, that is the play of the game. Lions all the way down to the 24-yard line now. We think we're at the point in the overtime. Both teams have kicked a field goal where we think the next score wins it. But again, overtime ran out of time. And in real life, that would have been the end of the game. But Madden decided we're not done yet. And so I don't know if we're in sudden death or if we're going to ride out this entire quarter. But we'll see. Lions playing a little conservative here. They already all are in field goal range. Now, you'd have to imagine if this was a sudden death situation, the real-life Lions might just kick the field goal here. It's a 43-yarder. Pretty simple one for Matt Prater. Next score does win. Chat seems very certain on that. We'll see. Dude is on Ritalin, man. Hey, I'm just trying to bring some excitement here. We know Sundays haven't been all that exciting. But maybe Sundays have been exciting. I'll take that back. But not exciting in the positive. Madden Billy Mays edition. But wait, there's more. Can Prater make a 70-yard field goal in Madden? I don't know. He made a 54-yarder. Ooh, nice little run there by Carry-On. Lions into 3rd and 3. That seems, I don't know. It seems like more of a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1 situation to me. I'd contend that spot. But 3rd and 3 is a good situation for this team. This is true to form. Always down to the last play or done situation. Yeah. Not you, Patricia. Oh, Patricia on the sideline. It's the one in Ritalin. Got it. Oh, they're just going to kick it here on 3rd down. This is the game. You have to imagine they wouldn't have him kicking this if it's not sudden death. Matt Prater with the game-winning field goal. It's up. It's good. The Detroit Lions have finally won a Madden simulation. 30-27, the exact same score as last week against Washington. Lions moved to 5-5, but in Madden Sims, they're at 1-9 to get their first win of the Madden season. Matthew Stafford is excited about it. My goodness, chat, it's been a long time. For those of you who have hung around since the beginning, your patience finally pays off. But don't go anywhere, because we are not done here yet, chat. We have another simulation to go through. How far a field goal was that? That was about 30 or 40 yards or so. Let's look at some quick stats before we go to our next simulation, which, again, if you didn't hear, we are putting Tua Tagovailoa in as the Lions quarterback just for fun. Matthew Stafford got outplayed by P.J. Walker in this game. Yikes. Let's look at the rushing here. Kerryon Johnson, pretty solid day, 59 rushing yards. Mike Davis only had 31 on 11 carries. Christian McCaffrey outgained him. And P.J. Walker with 83 rushing yards. Something to keep an eye on if P.J. Walker is your starting quarterback tomorrow. T.J. Hawkinson with a huge day, 112 yards. DJ Moore, pretty good day there for Carolina. Marvin Hall, also a big day. And that'll do it. All right, let's go full screen for a second here. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Hello, everybody. So we're going to end that game. Thank you for joining us for that one. If you want to hang around, this should be a very interesting thing where we are going to put Tua Tagovailoa as the Lions quarterback. Again, that was a request from one of our Twitch chatters who donated 20 gifted subs to our channel. I had to comply after such a generous donation. So here's what we're going to do. First, let's trade players. I tried this before and it worked. So no issues should be here. Matthew Stafford, just trading him straight up for Tua Tagovailoa. I'm not sure why it works on this game, but it does. There he is. So we're downgrading to a 74 overall here. Hawk did have the catch of the game. I forgot about that. So we're just gonna start the trade. Trade has been accepted. There we go. So now the question is, and I'm gonna leave it up to you, chat. We'll leave it up to our Twitch chat. What do we do about Jeff Okudah? Is this a situation where the Lions somehow got both Jeff Okudah and Tua Tagovailoa, or are we going to bench Jeff Okudah? So let me put a poll up here. Jeff Okudah. Bench play. Vote in the poll there. You got 3 minutes to decide in our chat. If you're on YouTube, you can just, I'll add your vote manually. Just say in or out if you're on YouTube in the chat, and I will add your vote to our current poll rolling. We've got a couple outs. We've got an Okudah in. We also have to make at this point to our starter. And just so you're clear, guys, here's the depth chart. Do you see DeAndre Swift in the top 4? No, he's not there. I'm not going to change anything though. We're going to keep everything else the same from last game, just for fun. No. I know. At this point, I want to keep all the factors the same from our first sim. So I want, if Swift comes in, if McCaffrey comes in as the third down guy, so be it, because he got to do that for the first sim. So we're just gonna keep the every other factor even. The only change we want to make here is putting in Tua for the Detroit Lions. And actually, I'm going to take a screenshot really quick here of this and put it on Twitter. Tua sim. Oops. Let's see where the vote's at so far. We have, 77% of you want to bench him. Sorry, 1 second, chat. Okay, let me do that. Let me do... Okay, tweet it out. Let's see where the poll is at this point. It's probably close to done. Let me pull it up. 74% of you say bench Jeff Okudah. Only 25% of you say play him. YouTube is split with 1 in, 1 out. So we are going to bench Jeff Okudah. So we are in a situation here where the Lions drafted Tua instead of Jeff Okudah. Jeff Okudah as a Detroit Lion does not exist. Oops. So let's take him out. Mike Ford, congratulations. You're number 3. Let's just throw Darryl Robertson as 4. And that should be good, right? Aurier Trufant, Mike Ford, Darryl Roberts. That looks good. And I think we're going to keep everything else the same. All right. Move Coleman in as 3. I'll move Coleman in as 5. Although, you're right. Coleman's active. He should be there. I just don't want to change too much from last time. Okay. Okay. Trade Jeff to make sure. Fine. Sorry, Jeff. I didn't want to do this to you. Can we get Khalil? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we got to trade for a scrub. No. We're not getting Dalvin Cook. Just like this guy. That sound good? DeAndre Houston Carter. Perfect. Wait, no. There we go. Trade accepted. Okay, there we go. Wait, oh shit. I traded Coleman. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Let me get him back. I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix it. Shit. Maybe I can trade Okuda just for Coleman. There we go. There we go. We good? We good? Let me just look at the depth chart again now. Why is Matt Prater the... What the frick? That was a close one. Yikes. Okay, I'm losing control of my stream here. Orwari, Trufant. Let's put Coleman back in there. Coleman will be 3. There we go. Are we good? Are we good? Let me just make sure everything else is okay. We had our wider receivers all... I mean, Amendola somehow got playing time over... Whatever. We're not going to change it because we're not going to change everything else. Running back is where it was. Quarterback, Tua. Okay, we're good here. No, we're not going to change slot cornerback. I know that would be to be more accurate, but we're going to... I want to leave, as I said, as many of the factors exactly the same as they were for our first Madden Sim, which was, if in case you're just joining us, was a 30-27 win in double overtime for the Detroit Lions. Now it's time for Tua to take over and see what happens. Let's make sure we got each team on the right side here. Lions are the away team. Panthers are your home team. Yes. We're doing a simulation. 9 minutes. 1 p.m. game. All right, I'm going to go get a drink real quick. Be right back, chat. Let's see what happens with Tua.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North
Oh, you know what?
Carolina,
I forgot to give you my...
This
Come here, buddy.
is Madden NFL 20.
Someone requested Zazu. We got to get him in here real quick. Turns out we didn't need a therapy pup since we won, didn't we? We won, Zazu. Thanks to that holding penalty. Isn't that right? You don't care. All right. You can go back.
As we'll see PJ
Wait. Your leg's stuck.
Carolina Panthers
Okay, there you go.
versus Tua Tagovailoa and the Detroit Lions.
Tagovailoa and the Detroit Lions.
Inside a place that the folks around here
Ridiculous.
like to call the Vault, and that's Bank
All right.
America Stadium in
Here we go. Let's skip it. Let's get this show on the road. Let's see what Tua Tagovailoa looks like in a Detroit Lions uniform.
Charlotte. They are ready to go.
Can we get some Toto? You know what we should have done? We should have gotten some. You know, when the Lions offense comes on the field, we got appropriate music. We'll probably get DMCA'd, but who cares? Whoops. I know my buddy Marvin. He knows what's coming. Anyways, PJ Walker threw all over this Detroit Lions defense in the first sim. Let's see if the Lions can get it fixed this time around.
Frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. On the defensive guy.
Pew Pew John, thank you for the follow.
Teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well.
He did run all over us as well. That is true.
51. There it comes. There it comes. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Walker.
Play action. He's going to run again. Nope, throw it on the run.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets
Caught
to the 30.
in traffic.
Complete to Alex
It's
Arma.
interesting
Is that their fullback?
The gain of 5
and I'm
brings up
evaluating
2nd
guys for the
and
draft
5
now.
at the
My list of
30-yard line.
fullbacks, pure
Isn't Tua a lefty, so the right side of the line is about to get exposed? That's a good point. Oh, God, mouse, get out of here.
damn fullbacks.
Sorry.
But doesn't matter what you call a position.
What was the final first game? It was 30-27 Detroit Lions in double overtime, which for some reason Madden made happen.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short. Third down now.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
As a reminder, guys, we're doing our Movember campaign. If you're in Twitch, ! Movember in chat. Did my stream just stop? When did it? ! Movember. I'm sorry, exclamation point donate in chat if you want to donate. At $1,000, we're at 305 right now. I will shave my beard and go full porno mustache. So will our good friend Ryan Matthews. We'll probably do it on stream, maybe on Sunday, if after our podcast stream. Which we got a bunch of new followers today. We do our podcast stream live here on our Twitch and YouTube pages, 7 p.m. after games. We also do a post-game show typically, depending on how busy we are, where we just go for about 30 minutes and kind of just go off the cuff. Thoughts about the game. I'm sorry, I can't help what they do with Christian McCaffrey chat.
Check Mike, check Mike. Hey, Mike 51, Mike, go.
Boom! Look at that. Nice play by Deshaun Hand, who had one of the biggest plays in the first sim, had that sack. Who runs the Twitter account? There's a bunch of us. I am kind of the primary user of the Twitter account. We also have John Whitaker. He is our social media manager, so he has it a fair amount of the time. And then a couple other guys have access to it as well. Delayed draw works pretty nicely there. Picks up 6. It'll be a 3rd and 9. I'm sorry, 3rd and 3. Do you think Tavai has hair insurance a la Palomalu? Good question. I don't know. Lions get 4 sacks tomorrow or lower. I would love to see him get 4 sacks. I don't have a lot of faith in that, though. Speaking of fullbacks, is Kyle Juszczyk? Oh! Diving pick! Get up and run! Get up and run, Jamie! That's what you do to help out your rookie quarterback, is you give him a diving interception. And here he comes, y'all. Here he comes. It's Tua time, y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all. Let's see what happens here. Tua gets his first Lions possession in the red zone to start, and he completes his first pass to Marvin Hall for 8 yards. Oh man, it's bizarre seeing a lefty out there. All shortest gain of the year, accurate. Back to pass again. Nice little dump off, gets what the defense is taking him. 2 for 2, chat. Will he ever throw an incomplete pass in a Lions uniform? Bringing me back to the Scott Mitchell days. Yep. Going back to pass again. Finds TJ Hawkinson. 3 for 3 in his first ever NFL drive with the Detroit Lions, and he gets that first ever touchdown. Can I get some Pride 01 cheers in the chat? Look how excited that Lions sideline is. Danny Shelton dancing a fool. Look at him. Oh, he just disrespected Tyre Whitehead. Man just hates Stafford, I'm convinced. Maybe. But let's be fair here. The Lions jumped out to a 14-0 lead in the previous sim. So, Corbin, the first sim, as I said, the Lions jumped out to a 14-0 lead, ended up going into overtime. They both kicked field goals, and for some reason, after time expired in the first overtime, the game did not end, and the Lions kicked the game-winning field goal shortly thereafter. So the Lions won the first Madden sim with Matthew Stafford, 30-27, technically in double overtime. Madden Stafford has that Scott Mitchell mobility. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Yeah, they got I feel like it's kind of like in hockey, when you get an overtime win, you know, it doesn't go in the same category as a regular win. That's what the Lions did in the first sim. They got an overtime win, but a double overtime win, which doesn't actually exist.
He takes this near the 25, just a little past there, calling to 26.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own. The Panthers
Still no win in regulation. That's true.
They had the interception.
And what's interesting is in the previous sim, it started out almost the exact same. P.J. Walker threw a quick interception. The Lions capitalized and scored a touchdown off of it. And then for the rest of the game, P.J. Walker was like flawless. It's going to be a long day. Handoff to Christian McCaffrey, who, again, should not be playing in this game, but for some reason, Madden doesn't like when I adjust lineups. Just a 3-yard gain for CMC.
brings up second and 7.
Maybe because it was an exhibition game. Maybe. I don't know what happened there. Maybe not regulation quarters, so they... I don't know. Not a good pass there from P.J. Walker, and now it's a 3rd and long for Carolina. Lions looking to get up to a big early lead like they did in the previous sim. But will they be able to hold on to it this time? Because they blew it last time. And really had played from behind for most of the second half.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second.
No, there's a nice catch. Lions can't get a stop there. NFL should follow NHL and move to a skills competition to avoid ties. Just keep kicking field. Goes further and further. I mean, when you got Matt Prater, that sounds pretty good, but the reason why they would never, ever, ever, ever do anything like that is just the sample size in football games are too small. The outcome of a single game is too important in the NFL, whereas NHL you play, 82 games? Like, you can handle a shootout in the NHL because there's so many other games to even out everything. Does that $1,000 goal that results in a porno mustache come with a stained wife beater tank top, or is that a la carte? It does not. But I'll tell you what, I will go out and buy a tank. I don't know a tank top, but I will go out and buy a tank top to complete the white trash look. If we hit the $1,000 goal. Walker was trying to run that one, but Deshaun Hand said, no, sir. No gain there for Carolina. A big 3rd and 10 here. Should just go 3-on-3 overtime for tiebreakers. What three positions would you have out there? Like, you'd have a center, a quarterback, and a wide receiver, I guess. And then on defense, you'd have a defensive tackle, a linebacker, and a corner. I mean, that seems very unfair for the defense. You just blitz every time. Big Reg, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Big 3rd and 10 here for P.J. Walker. Standing in the pocket. Now he's going to run. He's got some room. He stopped short. What an open field tackle from J-Ron Kearse. Stops him a yard short. And you have to imagine Panthers are probably going to punt here. That was a huge tackle from J-Ron Kearse. Whichever owner has the most cash in their pocket at the end of overtime wins regulation. Wins after regulation. At the end of overtime regulation wins. Let's see what Carolina decides to do here. Right at midfield there. Madden tends to play these situations pretty conservatively, and they will. Punting the ball away, but you know what that means. That means it's Tua time again. Tua currently 3 for 3 with the touchdown, has never thrown an incomplete pass in a Lions uniform, which is also true in real life. Kerryon Johnson out there starting the game. Is Kerr slated to be starting alongside Harmon in real life? He did last week, and you have to wonder if that was just them easing Tracy Walker into the game after his injury, or if that was maybe the new normal with all the struggles that Walker has had. I don't know. It's a good question. Justin Fields has 2 interceptions today. Oh, Tua with a big hit. Oh, my God, is he okay? Oh, and that's going to go down as his first incomplete pass ever. An unpicked up, a blitz that was not picked up. And Tua could not get out in time. Did throw it away, though. Preserved the line some yards there. Now he's got a nice little pocket there. Look at that arm. A lot of strength. Not a lot of accuracy there, though. That was the first bad play from him. And now Lions in the 3rd and 10, y'all. Matthew Stafford didn't have a lot of bad passes last sim. Imagine if Tua got injured only to have Chase Daniel finish the game. Yeah, we might have to restart it if that were to happen.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Nice little pass there. Did he get the first down? He says he did, and so do the refs. Big pickup there by Danny Amendola. P.O.D. Reno is back just in time to see Tua and his second career NFL drive with the Detroit Lions.
Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
We did win the first Madden Sim in what was a ridiculous situation.
Over the middle, it's Amendola.
To recap, if you're just joining us, the Lions with Matthew Stafford and P.J. Walker for the Panthers won the first simulation in overtime. Both teams kicked a field goal in overtime. Time ran out, but the game continued for some reason. The Lions got to stop and then kick the game-winning field goal after that. Lions get a first down, but there is a flag on the play. Personal foul. How dare you touch Tua? Fight. I want to fight him. Derek Brown, the man who goes a couple picks later in the NFL draft, tries to injure Tua Tagovailoa. My goodness. Controversy.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Is Ohio State, Indiana close?
Right there. 54.
I know you said, what's his name, threw a couple interceptions. And look at Tua driving the Lions down. Oh, no, Quinn Cephas down with an injury. Did not see him catch a pass in the previous sim, so might not be that big of a loss here. Oh, it's just 7-0. Chill. Oh, 7-0 OSU. Y'all chill. Once he stops, Justin Fields stops throwing interceptions, they'll blow him out. Indiana's a fraud. People just hyping them because they beat a crappy Michigan team. Crowd goes silent for Quinn Cephas. Must have been a serious injury here. Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm well aware what Indiana did to Michigan, all right? Dropping back to pass. Nice little scramble. Finds a wide open Marvin Jones, and that's what his mobility will get you. Little extra time to find someone open, and he does. And Tua, 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter of his first ever start. Matt from YouTube says, I thought Amendola isn't playing. He's not. I tried to bench him in this game. For some reason, Madden will not put Jamal Agnew in as their slot wide receiver, so we're just dealing with it. Proof that we should have drafted Tua. I hate that Tua's doing so good. Tua time. Mixed feelings on Tua. But again, remember, last simulation, the Lions went up 14-0 as well. So at this point, nothing has technically changed. I'm like, why is Tua the quarterback? Because last week, our good friend, How Am I Not Myself in chat, asked for us to do it this week, and he gifted 20 subs to the channel. And so if you donate enough money to our Twitch channel or YouTube, that's an option as well. I will cede to all of your demands. I am a coward, so money talks. Simple as that. Yeah, same with Christian McCaffrey and DeAndre Swift. I told them all to bench all of those guys, and all of them played in the last sim, despite me trying to get them out of the game. I have Hall in fantasy. I'm thinking he puts up solid numbers. It's possible. I have a lot of questions about the Panthers secondary. Their defense in general is not great. I think the Lions are going to try to run the ball a bunch, though. Field has thrown 6 passes, 2 interceptions, 1 TD, and 2 completions. There you go. All right, can the defense keep it up? They've already got 1 interception on P.J. Walker. Got to stop in their other drive just barely with a nice little tackle there from J-Ron Curse on 3rd down. P.J. coming out to pass right away, running all around, finds an opening, runs right into Jared Davis, though. And I don't know who that is. Someone on their offensive line is injured. Does Peterson get the start tomorrow? I would assume so, yes. But I would expect close to a 50-50 split between him and Carry-On for most of the game. We've got Vontae Adams and T.J. Hawkinson. That's pretty good. And they did announce Adams is probably going to play, right? I know he's dealing with an injury. These injury breaks are always super awkward.
Second down and 5.
Let's go, D! Plenty of time. He's going to go off running again. Jamie Collins gets to him, but he slides before he can lay on a big hit. And here's what we saw last game. P.J. Walker, I think, had 80 rushing yards in our first sim. Already up to about 30 in this one. Tua a little bit jealous. All right, you know, we haven't run a poll about what you guys think is going to happen on Sunday. So after this play, we're going to run a poll on our Twitch chat to see who you guys think is actually going to win tomorrow with all the crazy injuries happening, with all, you know, both teams not sporting very good records so far. Hold on. Let me put the poll up. Who wins in real life? Lions, Panthers. Curious as to what you guys think. If you're in Twitch chat, make sure you vote. If you're in YouTube, you can just throw it in the chat. I will add your chat manually to our vote.
This offense finding its leg.
All right, let me pull my chat back up. Sorry.
They'll run with Davis. And this winds up a gain of 4.
Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see what you guys are voting, too. Walker's a new Cam Newton. Seriously, Hall is wide receiver 2 this week. He should get a solid 8 to 10 points. Possibly. I'm kind of surprised they haven't targeted him more in, you know, stuff over the middle of the field. 69% say Lions so far. Is that right? Y'all are pretty optimistic. Up to 72% right now of you think that the Lions are going to beat the Panthers tomorrow. I'm not as confident. Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield, wide open, and there he goes. I tried to bench him, y'all, Chad. I really did, but he's a 99 in Madden, and he will just not sit on the bench. And that was just a bad angle taken by the J-Ron Curse. The hero of last drive becomes the GOAT in this drive, and suddenly it's a 1-score game again. Matt Rule, very happy with Christian McCaffrey breaking NFL protocol, and after being declared out, decides to play anyways. Probably cost Panthers a draft pick or 2, but worth it to Matt Rule. Can Tua Tagovailoa respond? This is the point in the Lions game in which you feel the momentum turn. You feel the Lions get out to that early lead, and it feels like they took their best shot and got nothing left in them. But can Tua change things up? Final results of the poll are in, and it's not quite yet. But right now, 74% of you think in real life the Detroit Lions are going to beat the Carolina Panthers tomorrow. That's a lot more than I was expecting. Listen, I can't adjust the lineups now, and yes, you're right, he's supposed to be out. But here's the thing, we already ran the first sim, the Lions won anyways. Now that was our control game. Now we're putting Tua in, and we have to keep everything else the same to see if Tua should have been the draft pick. The only other change we made was getting Okudah off the team. There's Tua back to pass. This time he escapes, but then he runs right into pressure. And there's the sack. We all know Matthew Stafford would have taken that sack too. It would have looked a lot different because Stafford wouldn't have moved his feet. Think forward, you should trade away inactive players. Probably. I just need to make sure that doesn't save, like, if I close out the game. 2 games back-to-back, these guys must be tired, yeah.
To make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Tua back to pass again. Ooh, leads Danny Amendola by a bit too much there. A little dangerous there. Now, what do you call here? Tua has not driven to a punt yet. They've scored a touchdown in every Tua-led drive. But a 3rd and 17 is a tough ask for anybody. Let's see what they dial up. 4-man rush. Still got plenty of time. Now he's going to escape the pocket. Throw it off his back foot. A bird to wide open DeAndre Swift. What? What is that? My goodness. That's Tua time right there, baby. Oh, what is that? Threw it off his back foot. What was that? Oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, I think we can all agree again. Matthew Stafford would not have done that if he was in the Madden sim. What a pickup. And now he's just going to dink and dunk as the Lions are wanting to do. 8 yards there to Amendola. Who leads the Lions in receiving yards tomorrow? That's a great poll question too. We're going to put a poll for that. I love it. I'm going to wait until you guys give your answer for me to give my answer. Who leads Lions in receiving yards versus Carolina? We'll go Hawkinson, Kerryon Johnson, Marvin Jones, Marvin Hall, Quintez Cephas. It doesn't allow me to do another one, so we'll do those 5. I think that's fair as the top 5 options. Travis Fulgham, how dare you? How dare you, sir? Carry on. Another carry there. Hawker, Marvin Jones, Victor Bolden.
He had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Let's see who's leading the vote here. Tua, meanwhile, back to pass. Throws it at Marvin Jones, but it broken up nicely by the Panthers defender there. Thinking Sanu leads with 125 and has a touchdown. I mean, that's crazy talk. Sanu, first he has to be called up. Let's be clear there. Then he has to jump all those guys on the depth chart. I don't know. Right now it looks like we're split between Marvin Jones and TJ Hawkinson. Marvin Hall with a vote as well. Tua throws, overthrows Danny Amendola, and the Lions will have to settle for a field goal attempt here. First to a possession to not end in a touchdown. Yeah, Sanu's not officially active yet. Still in the practice squad, but usually around 4 p.m. today they announce any sort of move. So if he gets recalled, expect it in about 3 hours. Kick is up, and it is good. Lions up 17-7, which is slightly better than where they were trending at this point last sim. The Lions at one point trailed, I think, 17-14 in the Madden sim, the first one. Jones Jr., then Hall, then TJ Hawk. Yeah, it looks like right now Marvin Jones leads the vote in leading receiver for the Lions tomorrow. 50% of the vote goes to Marvin Jones. 36% say Hawkinson, and 14% say Marvin Hall. None of you say Kerryon Johnson. None of you say Quinn Cephas. Still time to vote. If you're in our Twitch chat, you can look at the top of the chat. That's where the poll is.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if that simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Sorry, adjusting things again. All right, back at it. PJ Walker has an interception in this game, has a touchdown pass in this game as well, I believe, to Christian McCaffrey, who, again, not playing in the actual game next week, but when I tried to put him out of the lineup in Madden said no. Secondary vote, Chris Durham. What do you think he's up to these days? Screen pass to Christian McCaffrey, and guess who's all over it? Jamie Collins. 3-yard loss on the play. Big play there to start off the drive. Lions hoping to get a 3-and-out, get some good field position, and add to their lead. Nice pressure there by Danny Shelton, even though it was a screen pass. Forced the quick pass there. Collins read it the entire way. Then you do your blocking. I still think Okudah by next year will be a good, reliable corner. I'm with you, Lions fan. I'd hope we'd see a little bit more by now. Ooh, read option. Keeps it. But no, sir. Darryl Roberts says, you ain't making it back to the line of scrimmage. And another 3-yard loss. And Matt Rule is like, this is not the offense I dialed up. Titus Young, Ryan Broyles, Chris Durham, start one, bench one, cut one. Cutting Titus Young, starting Chris Durham, benching Ryan Broyles. Titus Young doesn't need to be playing football right now. Or probably ever, again. Dude needs to take care of himself. That's all I'll say. Pass up the middle. Nice coverage there by Jared Davis. Gets the tackle well short of the first down, and Lions defense gets the kind of stops that they weren't getting in the previous sim. I guess it must be all that Tua Tagovailoa momentum and leadership, because Matthew Stafford's not a leader, right? Sarcasm, chat. Sarcasm.
Here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
This team is really starting to rally around Tua. Narratives. And there's Jamal Agnew taking the punt. Not much room for him there to return, but Tua Tagovailoa back in the game. 3 drives thus far, 3 scores, and you look at his stat line right there. Pretty darn good. 10 of 15 for $125 and 2 scores.
Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about
Just bought my Tua jersey.
He expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
He wants that first half hat trick. Lions go in I formation to open this drive. Just under 4 minutes left in the quarter. Give it to Kerryon, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage there. Picks up a yard, falls forward. What's your pick for leading receiver? Oh, right. I think my pick is TJ Hawkinson. I think you look at what Travis Kelce did to their defense a couple weeks ago. I think Gronk last week had like 50 and a touchdown. I think they're vulnerable there. I don't like the Panthers linebackers. I don't think they're particularly good. And so I think the Lions kind of do what they did not last week but the week before, and just like a bunch of short yardage passes. And that means Hawkinson. I do wonder what the Lions would be like if they had got Flores instead of Patricia. Yeah, I feel like that's something that a lot of Lions fans kind of Oh no! Tua gets crushed, fumbles the ball, and it's returned for a touchdown. Tua time. Uh-oh. Big mistake there from the rookie quarterback, and the Panthers are all over it. His hip, everyone be concerned about his blitz. His hip, I mean. Yikes. I don't know. Boom, what a hit. Gross Matos, their rookie, with a sack, strip, and return for a touchdown, and that is something that we didn't see in the previous sim, and suddenly that 14-0 lead is down to a 3-point lead. Fired Tua. But yeah, I think a lot of people think about Flores as the Lions coach. A lot of people think of Mike Rabel as what could have been. He's obviously doing a really good job there in Tennessee and doing it in a way that, Matt Patricia's trying to, with that, run game at the forefront, defense actually being good. Well, that, took a little shine off of Tua there, but he's gonna the good thing about those pick sixes and those strip sack fumbles that are returned for a touchdown, you get to go right back out there the next play and correct your mistake. Is Tua a bust? Ask Liam. Good question. Should we bench him at this point? Should we try to make a midseason trade for Matthew Stafford? Get him back? That's weird. It's weird commentary. Jamal Agnew going to be holding onto the ball extra tight after Tua fumbled it. Should have drafted Okuda. Yeah, they do have a pretty good running back over there in Tennessee. Good point. All right, Tua. You have the exact same stats as you did the last drive you went out there, except for a big old fumble. We really need a dagger time leader out there, a gunslinger, if you will. I like this chat. You guys are killing it right now. All right, Tua, get it together, my friend. Okay, there you go. Nice little 14-yard pickup to Danny Amendola, who, again, not actually playing this week, but seems to be the favorite target, really, of both Stafford and Tagovailoa. Do you think the players buy in completely that they can win and make the playoffs if the Lions can go 6-5? I don't get any sense that Lions players have checked out. Not sure what that was. Threw a dart there to nobody. Trade for Fitzmagic. You gotta feel bad for the dude, right? Fitzpatrick has only played really above average to maybe even good and great football over the past couple of years, and playing hell of a time in Miami. And I'm sorry, the on-field audio is ridiculous in this game, but gets benched not for his play, just because they like Tua, and I don't know. It's a bummer. We'll see if it was the right decision or not. I don't think you can make a decisive statement whether it was the right move or not at this point, but gotta feel bad for the guys. I think they're playing hard, but not sure if they really believe they can win. Some are Lionize, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I always try to hold off. Oh, nice catch by Swift there for the first down. I always try to hold off on trying to read the mental states of players and what they think, if they're lionized, all that sort of stuff. It's all speculation, and I don't like to speculate much. It's just, I feel like it can be irresponsible at times. And me as a beat writer, if I say like, even if I say something like, wow, Danny Amendola looks dejected out there, like, people will read that as, you know, he's given up. He doesn't care. If I try to extrapolate a player's body language too much, I think it's just irresponsible. Because, I mean, if Kenny Galladay is upset that he doesn't catch a pass, does that mean he hates the Lions and he doesn't want to play for them anymore? Of course not. And so I just try to stay away from that. And it's why I don't even try to read too much into things like Instagram posts, things like that, because you never know. You never know. You never know what's going on between the ears. But what I do know is Tua's got this offense rolling again. Lions in field goal position, a little behind T.J. Hockenson, but he reaches behind, catches the ball, picks up another extra yards after the catch. Lions driving. About to be under a minute left in this half. Lions could take a big, commanding 10-point lead. Another pass right over the middle. Marvin Jones down to the 5-yard line. Who calls the timeout there? I hope it's not the Lions. And they did. Stupidly use a timeout there. Could have burned a lot more clock because Carolina's got 3 timeouts. But Tua, I mean, I can't deny it. Tua looks pretty good outside of the little strip sack. Tua make the Lions offense great again. It's looking pretty good. Good blitz pickup there. Finds a wide open guy in the end zone. Is he it? No, they rule he's out of bounds. I don't know, man. He had plenty of room there. Great pass. Way to find him wide open there. Would have been Marvin Jones' second touchdown catch of the game. That will not be reviewed, though. Wow. Second and goal. Again, good protection for Tua. Scrambles a little early. He's going to run it. He's got it. Easy score for Tua. Tagovailoa. And he does a little layup celebration thing. And again, that's a dimension that you're not getting with Matthew Stafford. And suddenly, Lions got 24 points in the first quarter. That's the kind of drive you love to see after Tagovailoa gets sacked, gives up a score on defense, comes back right back with a touchdown drive, and suddenly Lions offense is rolling. Is Tua a top 10 quarterback? Not sure he should be hip check celebrating. Good point. Good point. How high would you think Hockenson could climb? Top 5 tight end eventually? 100%. 100%. I mean, in terms of like receiving yards, PFF grade, receptions, all those things, he's already top 10. And so, yeah, I mean, he's only in year 2 at this point. Absolutely, I think that could happen. If it's not there already. I don't think necessarily he's top 5 already. It's tough. My mouse again, sorry. It's tough because you have to wonder if Hockenson was in San Francisco right now and George Kittle was in Detroit, how much different would our perceptions of both players be? Because you know San Francisco knows how to use their tight ends. And they'd use Hockenson more as a receiving tight end, whereas the Lions kind of do a 50-50 split of him and as a run blocker and a receiver. How much is he being used? Yeah, like I said, yeah, it's almost a 50-50 split. I can pull up the PFF stats right now and see how many run blocking stats he has versus. Not a good pass by P.J. Walker. Lions got a semi-comfortable lead right now. Their defense hasn't been playing too poorly. Remember that one of those touchdowns is a defensive touchdown, thanks to a strip sack on Tua Tagovailoa. Hold on, let me look up these stats real quick. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. Another incomplete pass. All right, so Hockenson has 134 run blocking snaps, 260 passing snaps. You combine the pass blocking and run blocking, it's about 220, whereas it has about 311 receiving. So yeah, it's I guess it's more like 60-40. Anyways, let's get back to this game. Sorry. Adjusting. Lions call a timeout there. They get a 3 and out. Get a chance to add to their lead here with maybe about 20 seconds in a timeout. Little room to run here. Not a ton there. How big is pass rushing defensive tackle in need? I think it's pretty close to a number 1 need on defense. Good question, Lions fan. There's just so many needs on defense right now. I think that's up there. It's hard to find, though. I think that's the issue, is that a pass rushing defensive tackle is not an easy find. There aren't a ton out there. But yeah, it's a big need. I think another edge defender is a big need. I think 2 linebackers are a big need. I think a safety is eventually going to be a big need. Yeah, pretty much a player at each level. Bold prediction for tomorrow, Everson Griffin will be defensive MVP. Ooh, I like that, CJ McLean. I thought Hand would be it, but he hasn't looked the part so far. Yeah, I think a lot of people expected Hand to kind of have a breakout year this year. We saw how much potential he had in his rookie season, and then he kind of dealt with injuries the next 2 years. Not dealing with a ton of injuries this year, and it's just not going particularly well. Nice little hole there for Swift, who shouldn't be in the game. Not sure why the Lions are running the ball with no timeouts, so that's probably going to do it. Really dumb clock management there by the virtual Lions, but we're going 24-14 into the half. Time for me to run a quick ad for those of you in chat that aren't subscribed to the channel. If you are subscribed to the channel, you won't see an ad. We'll get to chat for a second. If you're on YouTube, you don't get an ad either, so kudos to you. Anyways, we are officially in our ad break chat. Thank you for joining us. What do you guys want to talk about now that the other guys aren't there? You guys want to make fun of like how bad they smell? Like, let's be clear, that the chat in Twitch that doesn't subscribe to the channel, they smell really, really bad. Like, I mean, so much so that like I can smell them from here virtually. It's embarrassing. Really, I mean, you know those people that have let themselves go in quarantine, where it's just like they're wearing the same set of clothes, pit stains on their shirts, sweatpants every day, and the same sweatpants. They got like 1 pair of sweatpants. That's chat that hasn't subscribed. That's them. Anyways, welcome back from the ad break. We definitely weren't talking about you guys. And then, your personal hygiene situation. We weren't talking about that. You didn't miss a play. That's the good news. I like to run ads where you don't miss plays. Lions with the ball to start in the second half with a comfortable 24-14 lead with starting quarterback Tagovailoa leading. I mean, got 2 passing touchdowns, got a rushing touchdown. You see his teammates giving him a nice little pat on the head. They're happy.
Just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some.
I don't know what those initials. What does T-Dorf mean? Start Johnson. I think he will be Swift last week. I hope they try something like that. Nice little pass there. Is that Hockenson again? It is. First down. None of my business, but I'm curious. Do ads pay your guys' salary on the blog? Lions fans, they do not. No one, myself included, is considered a full-time employee on SB Nation. by SB Nation. Most of our writers don't get paid much at all. Everyone does get paid at least a little bit. Everything we get through Twitch and YouTube is bonus. We don't get a ton of money from Twitch either. Ads are even smaller. Most of our Twitch revenue comes from people who subscribe, come from people who donate, things like that. But in general, I make an okay amount, not a ton. I don't want to get too much into it, but I basically get a monthly stipend from SB Nation for my work. It's not a full-time wage, so that's why we have a Twitch page. That's why we have YouTube, is kind of to supplement that income a little bit. I was lucky enough to have enough savings where I can make a living for now, but I live. Let's also say I live pretty frugally. All right. I wasn't trying to ask for that Lions wide, but thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate you, bud. Yeah, this Lions offense is just rolling right now. Everything seems to be working. A couple passes DeAndre Swift, even though I tried to bench him in this game. He had that huge 40-yard catch on a 3rd and 17. And, I mean, this could be realistic. This is not a good Panthers defense. The only thing they seem to do particularly well is rush the passer. And even then, I think they only have 11 sacks in 10 games, so they're not that good. Wait, where's AP at? He is currently 2nd or 3rd on the depth chart. Chat decided to put Kerryon Johnson as the starter in this game. Reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, you do get... yes, as Alien Vivter says, if you are new to Twitch, you don't know how it works that much. If you're subscribed to Amazon Prime, you can link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, go into your settings, get that done, and that allows you to subscribe to any Twitch channel once a month. You get 1 sub per month. It does not renew, so if you did it to our channel in October, you got to do it again this month. Don't waste it. It's free. It doesn't cost you any money, and it allows you to subscribe and support any Twitch channel that you want. When does Jeremy get picked up by the Athletic? They don't need me, man. They're in really good hands over there with Chris Burke and Nick Baumgartner. Both those guys are really, really smart, great writers. I'm the self-deprecating type, and I don't think I'm nearly as good at writing or analysis as either of those guys. But in the meantime, you know who is good at stuff? Tua Tagovailoa with his 3rd passing touchdown of the game, his 4th overall. Marvin Jones' 2nd touchdown of the game. My goodness, this offense does look a lot better right now with Tua. Pass was behind him. Heck of a catch there from Marvin Jones. Crazy. Lions made a mistake. It's sealed. The Lions would be 10-6 right now. I know they would have only played in 9 games, but they'd be 10-6 right now through 9 games. That's how good Tua is. Well, we appreciate you and everyone at POD. I think it's one of the better team blogs out there. I appreciate that, Lions fan. Thank you for saying that. We try. Despite our economic situation, I think you got to put your best foot forward. You got to put an effort in. It's always kind of been my philosophy since I started writing at Pride of Detroit to write like it's my full-time job. Write like I'm a professional, because Pride of Detroit, I was gifted that platform. They have the fan post section, which is where I started on Pride of Detroit. If you don't know the history of Pride of Detroit, I haven't been running it for a long time. I've only been running it for 4 years. Sean Ewell was the guy who ran it before. I started basically in the comment section. They have a section for commenters where you can post your own articles. Eventually, Sean liked what I did and started putting me on the front page. I was basically doing it for free, but I was putting so much effort into it like I was getting paid. And I think that's the key. If you want to be a writer, if you want really anything in life, give it your full effort despite your pay. And I'm not saying accept low pay, but if that's the situation that you're in, low pay situation, don't slack off and think, well, I'm not getting paid enough to give it my effort. That's the wrong attitude to have. Anyways, I think out of SB Nation guys, you guys put a lot more content out than others. Yeah, maybe. It's hard for me to keep track of other teams, but we do all right. Only problem I have today is which game to watch later. Kentucky lose by 50 or Michigan game. I can't make that decision for you, CJ. I have sworn off Michigan football for the rest of the season. I'm going to go to the cider mill and enjoy my life a little bit and probably not watch a ton of college football today. What's Sean Ewell up to these days? Last I checked, he was working for the University of Michigan and their kind of social media team. Haven't heard from him in a while, though. Every now and then he'll stop by and respond on Twitter or stop by to the comment section, but I haven't heard from him in a while. Pretty sure he still works at U of M, though. Intercepted Jamie Collins! Another interception, and he might go the distance, and he does! Look at this! Lions have, what, is that 38 points now? 37 to 14. My goodness. Wow. Quarterback controversy, y'all. I know we're now dealing with 2 big turnovers on defense that led to this, but wow. This isn't fair that our defense is rallying around Tua. Just a different team under Tua. Wow. This is crazy. Insane. Hold on, I got to tweet this out. This is so ridiculous. Okay, there we go. And no Okuda, true. Maybe that's the difference on defense is you got Okuda out of the game. I do wonder if our record would be as good as Tua likely would have sat out the good part of the season here as well. Yeah, I mean, if the Lions had drafted Tua, I'm not sure he would have played at all in his rookie season. Right? Like, maybe the Lions treat Stafford's injury a little differently. Right now, maybe they treat the COVID situation a little differently that he went through. But yeah, it's an interesting thing to think about. I guess it would depend on if we had gotten rid. Yeah, I just don't think financially they could have gotten rid of Stafford. There's a ref that caused a fumble in Indiana. I'm going to have to watch that. What do you mean? Is there video of this?
Settle down and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Tight right. 3 down.
On 2nd and 9, Walker. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Panthers offense just struggling right now. Can't get anything more than a couple yards at a time. Yeah, y'all are going to have to send me go to our Discord and throw it in our Discord if you're around. If you're in our Discord. Panthers will get the first down there. I'm eager to see this now. Throw it in maybe sports chat if you're in our Discord. The ref literally kicked his leg out trying to stop the dude. Why is he trying to stop it? The ref tried to... What? What do you mean? I have to see this now. You're telling me the ref kicked his leg out trying to stop the guy? The referees tried to move, and the ref lifted his foot up in the air and caused the fumble? Oh, I guess you could just throw... I didn't know if you could throw links in the chat. I thought you might get yelled at by our Twitch bot. Did this just happen, like right now? Oh my God. What? That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Okay, so, I mean, it wasn't the ref's fault because it looks like his leg gets hit. Like, he doesn't lift up his leg. His leg literally gets hit up. I don't... Oh, my gosh.
Hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a...
That's wild. I've never seen anything like that.
Operating from the gun. Walker. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact.
Ball's coming up before the ref. It's kind of hard to tell.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense.
The replay official says that it was a fumble. Only Ohio State can get that call. Yeah. I mean, Ohio State might get calls in their favor, but they've also been a heck of a good team for the past 2 decades.
There's the Panthers punter now.
Panthers are punting the ball, meanwhile. Lions are going to run away with this one. We have never seen a Lions game like this before. Unbelievable.
So a change of
Unbelievable the difference one player makes, y'all.
take over with a long field ahead at their first and 10-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out.
Look at those stats, chat. Look at those stats, and they don't even include the rushing touchdown he has on the day.
Head coach, what do you
Tua!
wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that.
Unbelievable.
When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team makes...
Now what are Lions just going to run up the clock, or are they going to keep the pedal to the metal and try to hang up 50 on Carolina? And they come out swinging here. Nice 11-yard pickup by Marvin Hall. Matt Rule is just livid on the sidelines. Can't believe that he's just getting beat the pants off of by a rookie quarterback.
They're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
When you got a quarterback like Tua, you keep the foot on the gas, I guess so. But there's a run. Not much for carry on there. Picks up a couple of yards, but not a bad day for him so far. 7 rushes, 31 yards. It's about 4-4 carry. You'll take that. Look at the yardage on them for the game, though. 243 passing yards to 76 for the Panthers. Run, punt. Run, pass, punt. Maybe. Throwing in again. Nice pass over there to Marvin Jones by the sideline. And Tua might get it up to 300 yards in this game. And Marvin Jones having himself a game, too. Yes, I am a Lions fan. I'm also a Lions writer. To Sportinius. Did we get raided by Sportinius? No. Do you keep up with the NBA? Not really. I'm not a huge basketball guy.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Thunder have been craziest trade. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned at the top of the stream, just like it seemed every 30 minutes there was an Adrian Wojnarowski tweet about the Lions or the Thunder. The replay didn't show a defender. Oh, I missed it. Did they do a ghost situation? You're a 49ers fan? Hey, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for stumbling upon our little Twitch page here where we sim Lions games every Saturday, do a bunch of Lions podcasts, and look at that big hole for carry on. My goodness, this offense is just operating on a different level with new Detroit Lions quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. If you hate the Lakers, you're welcome here. Yep. I don't have strong feelings about the NBA and teams I hate, though. I lived in LA for 9 years. I did not grow to like the Lakers at all. If anything, I kind of grew to like the Clippers a little bit, but in general, no strong feelings.
Might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He's calling it a blowout already, and Tua's like, yep, it's about to be even worse. Finds, I almost called him Dante Hall. Marvin Hall for 4 yards, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Lions with a huge lead, 21-point lead. Thanks to a couple big turnovers. We had a defensive score by Jamie Collins, a pick 6, and then we also had a pick. Was that by Jamie Collins too? I think they might have both been by Jamie Collins. And he didn't score on that one, but Tua punched it in from the 20-yard line after that. Tua's got 4 touchdowns on the day, right? Does he have 4? I think he has 4. He has 3 passing and 1 rushing. DeAndre Swift with the run on this play. Only picks up a couple. Be a 3rd and 5 for the Lions. Going to write an article about the difference Tua makes. Absolutely not. I am not wasting my Saturday, my day off, writing stories about virtual games. We have a double-digit point in each quarter. Yeah, offense is crazy. How many subs for a Tua article? That you're not going to get. I know you say everything's got a price, but I'm not willing to do that at all. Did you see Bo was hurt already in Seattle? Yeah, I did see that during the game on Thursday. That was a bummer. Do you really think Stafford is that much of a fuck-up and would make that much of a difference? In this game, I think the key difference is mobility. I think every time we run these Madden sims with Matthew Stafford, he takes at least 2 or 3 really, really bad, like 15-yard sacks where he's just standing there. That won't happen with Tua because he moves. Lions going for it on 4th and 1 and do not make it. Talk about putting the pedal to the metal. They didn't care they were up by 24 points. They went for it on 4th and 1 but did not get it. Yeah, Bo basically got hit into some splits and got injured, and yeah, it looked gnarly. How did Metcalf not get in more trouble for that fight on Thursday? I don't know. I wasn't paying that much attention when it happened, but it did look kind of bad. Is this a Tua game? It is, and you can see what's happening. Good things. You want to see mock drafts? I'm not ready for that. I'm sorry. I'm not ready for that. At the very least, not until December. Deshaun Hand breaks through, but it's a screen pass to McCaffrey. He picks up 8. Clock will continue to run here as the Lions are going to easily coast to a victory here, it looks like. I'm surprised the guy from Arizona should have been injected. Yeah, I don't remember what happened, honestly. Momentum has shifted. That 4th down stop is going to lead the Panthers to a touchdown here. There's a nice pass to Robbie Anderson. In before mock drafts after the Thanksgiving game. I mean, you're probably not wrong. I didn't think the fight was that bad. Avery Bradley signed with the Heat. Sorry, Spontaneous. Sportaneous. I read your name wrong. PJ Walker looking to improve his game here, not having a great day. 2 interceptions. That pass ain't going to help. Overthrows his wide open receiver. And things just not going well for Carolina in this game. They only have 1 score on offense. The other touchdown coming after Tua Tagovailoa took a sack, fumbled the ball, and it got returned for a score. There's Sportaneous comments with the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Pride of Detroit. SB Nation site for all of your Pride of Detroit needs, all your Detroit Lions needs. Maybe 1 more pick for Collins. That'd be great. Pistons might have the only team with 7 centers. That'd be fun. Zazu has woken up to the sound of something. Oh, there's a dog in the hallway. Isn't this isn't the PJ Walker and Stafford's universe? Apparently not. Very different looking quarterbacks. Ooh! Moore with the catch. Shakes one tackle, but Emmanuel Warrior lays on the hurt after he gets the first down. Lions do give up the first down, but the clock is running. Defense on that Panthers sidelines does not look happy, giving up 31 points in this game. How do you think the Lions put Okwara, Flowers, and Griffin on the field yet when they are all healthy? How often? Flowers, Okwara, I think not. I think that would be like a third down look. I think like you'd see maybe Trey Flowers over the nose tackle, and then Okwara and Griffin in there on the edges. I think you'll mostly see that on obvious passing downs. I don't think you'll see that in any sort of base defense. Is Julian Okwara still hurt? Yes, still on IR. Could come off, but yeah, still injured. Jeremy, when Flowers comes back, do you think it will improve the pass rush a little bit? A little bit. I'm not predicting, suddenly them to be like a huge pass rushing team or anything like that, but it'll help, no question. Not a good play there to McCaffrey. Inaccurate pass causes him to go to the ground, and only a 1-yard gain for Carolina. And now it's a 3rd and 5 as the clock continues to run. Yeah, Klay Thompson. I heard season-ending injury already. That sucks.
This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun,
Walker doesn't know what to do. Basically does the exact same thing as the last play. Only picks up a yard, and it's a 4th and 4. And obviously the Panthers have to go for it here. Field goal does nothing in a 24-point game with 5 minutes left. Really hoping Julian Okwara was going to find a role in our defense. Wasn't playing much when he was healthy. Yeah, it seemed like he was just kind of breaking in to some more roles. Screen pass on. Gets it to him. Is there anyone on that side of the field? No, not in time. And that's going to be a 1st down, and Matt Patricia is beside himself on the sidelines. We need Austin Bryant and Julian Okwara to step up and save our linebacking core. Yeah, right?
He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completely.
Crazy money getting thrown around in the NBA. I could have made it, y'all. I could have been in the NBA. I just, had a little knee injury when I was young. Just kidding. I was awful at basketball. I was a short little kid. Never even had a shot. I never really wanted to, though. Basketball's not my sport. 2nd and 10 here as the Lions are coasting to a victory under Tua Tagovailoa. PJ Walker in a quarterback. Blitz coming from, but he slides by it. Runs for 9 yards. Going to be a yard short of the 1st down there, it looks like. 3rd and inches. See what PJ Walker does here in the 3rd and inches. Hands it off to Christian McCaffrey. Not a lot of room, but he pushes through it, gets the 1st down. But that clock is going to continue to run. What would be your dream job? Great question. I think I'd love to be a color commentator, honestly. Like, I'm having a lot of fun doing these play-by-plays. I'm having a lot of fun on Super Squares. If you watch, we do live Lions commentary over on twitch.tv/Super Squares during the Lions game. I'm really, really enjoying that sort of stuff, and it feels comfortable, feels fun. I don't know if that could be a full-time job, but it's a lot of fun. I really do enjoy that. If not, maybe something more humanitarian-like. Sometimes I feel being in the business of football is, not necessarily improving the world around me, and that makes me feel weird. It's not exactly a public service. P.J. Walker just barely reaches over for the touchdown. Finally back in the end zone. I think it's been 3 quarters since the Panthers have gotten in the end zone. Especially Lions football, yeah, exactly. Crowd is into being only down by 17 points instead of 24. But don't make no mistake, this game is over. We'll see what the Panthers decide to do here. Probably go for 2, and they do. Try to make it a 16-point game instead of a 17-point game. Finds a wide open tight end there for the score, and it is only a 2-score game, but there's 3 minutes left. To be fair, some people need entertainment to distract from realities of life, so it can be a public service. Yeah, that's a fair point. I really don't fully understand why people do jobs they hate besides the need to survive. And all makes little sense beyond that. Yeah, I think a lot of it is fear. Honestly, a lot of desirable jobs are highly competitive. You know, my job is certainly extremely competitive. A lot of people want to be actors, comedians, cartoonists. You know, a lot of those kind of artsy types of jobs, and those are jobs that are in high demand, and you have to be very talented, and it takes a certain amount of risk taker to even try. And so a lot of people, I think, don't try. And that'll lead you to an unhappy job. Amendola does get the clutch recovery there. Thank you, Colden415, for the follow. Appreciate you. But welcome to the Pride. We had a ton of followers today. To everyone who followed today, appreciate you all. I hope you stick around for all of our streams. We don't just do Madden streams here. 7 p.m. Sunday night after Lions games, we come up on here for an hour and talk Lions football. We talk about the game. We talk about the franchise going forward. We like to jump on here right after the game too to talk about 30 minutes about our overall thoughts on the game, things like that. Wednesday nights we do previews of Lions games. Last week we had a former NFL cornerback, 14-year vet, 2-time Super Bowl winner, break down the Panthers for us. It's a lot of fun. So I hope you all stick around. Make sure you get notifications so that you know every time we go live. All that sort of stuff. Hey, I'm a high school football coach and got sports management degree. Want to be an athletic director, but honestly, I'm afraid I would fail the school. It's tough, man.
2 minutes left to play in this football game.
It's a high priority job. It's a lot of responsibility, and yeah, it's tough. Your job seems dope, Jeremy. You got another job or just streaming and writing? At the time, it's just streaming and writing. Trying to make it more. For a long time, for actually my first 2 years in which I was the managing editor of Pride of Detroit, I was also managing a dog daycare center in Los Angeles. So I was kind of working full-time twice almost. Technically, my job at SB Nation isn't full-time, but it essentially, in terms of my time commitment, it absolutely is. Lions here decide not to go for it on 4th and inches this time and instead try a 51-yard field goal, which is up and is good. That seems like a dream job to me. I'm an ejection seat mechanic. That's an interesting job. You killed Goose? What does that mean? Bye, Amy. Thanks for stopping by. What are your current thoughts on Patricia and the current staff? Think he is here next year? No, I don't. I think I hit my point of no return against Minnesota. Back-to-back really blowout losses. The defense, to me, still hasn't improved 3 years in. In fact, you can make a significant argument that it's gotten worse. Whether I think he'll get fired or not is more of a question about Sheila Fort Hamp, and that remains very much a mystery, what she'll do. But to me, this team doesn't look any better at all than it did last year. The only reason maybe they've got more wins than they did last year is Stafford hasn't been hurt. Goose from Top Gun. Was there a Top Gun reference before that, or are we just making random Top Gun references? News, just straight from Detroit Lions. Austin Bryant and Deshaun Hand out for Sunday. Deshaun Hand is a bit of a surprise. His injury came late in the week, so I guess it shouldn't have come that much as that much of a surprise. But now the Lions' defensive line is significantly shorthanded. Missing an edge guy, missing an interior guy. So you have to imagine maybe they bring up someone. Who'd they bring? They bring up Frank Karen last week. They might have to do that again this week. That's unfortunate. None of those guys are huge playmakers, but not great. Who do I want as head coach? I haven't gotten that far into thinking about it, honestly. I don't like to pretend that I know that sort of stuff too, because a lot of head coaching stuff is just like, it's a guess, right? Like we all want the offensive coordinator of the best offense, but you know, Eric Bieniemy is the guy that everyone likes to talk about. But how much is Eric Bieniemy? How much is Andy Reid? No one knows.
Flushed out right.
Oh, he said he's an ejection seat mechanic and that he killed Goose. Got it. Okay, it's all coming back to me. It's all getting put together. All of that is a Top Gun reference. Ejection seat mechanic. Faulty ejection sheet. Got it. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. I'm a little slow. Also, I'm now distracted because now I have to write an article about those guys not playing. But let me see if I can get someone else real quick. Even though we're nearing the end of this game and the end of the stream, let me see if I can get someone to get on that right now. This is a peek inside of what it's like to work at Pride of Detroit. When I'm not available, I got to see if someone else can get to it. Nice pass by PJ Walker, and he's in. Whoops. All right. No Austin Bryant or Hand. Yep. That's the latest news. Austin Bryant, probably not a big loss. Deshaun Hand, maybe a little bit of a bigger loss, and you have to imagine maybe both those might affect the run game a little bit. Oh, and to further continue delay this final, it is being reviewed. I'm going to skip this because I don't care. Ruling on the field is upheld. Touchdown, Carolina Panthers. Going to make this game look a little bit closer than it was. Do you think they give Patricia one more year? I don't. I think eventually the Lions season is going to fall off and fall off hard. Could happen as soon as this week. I actually picked Carolina in this game. So if they lose to Carolina, maybe they win next week against Houston, but lose to the Bears, and suddenly the season's essentially over after that, because the Lions they're 4-5 now. Let's say they go lose, win, lose. You're talking about a 5-8 team, which has really no significant chance of competing for the playoffs at that point. And so I think by that point you don't make a move. You're already late in the season. There's no point in changing head coaches, but the writing is on the wall at that point, and we all know what the end of that schedule looks like. They're probably, unless we see drastic changes, they're probably winning at most one of those final 3 games. And if that's the case, you're talking about a 6-10, 5-11 team, and that's just not good enough. It shouldn't be. Stafford playing, though? I think so. I mean, he obviously traveled with the team now. Otherwise, they would have ruled him out. But I think, in general, the thought was he was always going to play. Come on. It doesn't look like anyone from our Slack is going to pick that up, so I got to go rate it, which means I'm going to have to bounce out of here pretty quick after this game is over. Lions in victory formation, looking like they're going to win this one 41-29 with Tua Tagovailoa. The Panthers call a timeout because they're big assholes that want me to not do my job right now. I think it's possible Lions can go 9-7 this year, but I'm thinking 8-8. I think, 9-7 feels a little too optimistic for me right now. I think they can win the next 2, maybe the next 3, but after that, not looking good. I think 8-8 is probably my ceiling of what I would think this team can go. That'll do it, y'all. Game over. Your Detroit Lions pick up the win 41-29. They win both simulations, both with Matthew Stafford and Tua Tagovailoa. With Stafford, it was only 30-27. With Tua, 41-29. They did get a defensive score in this game. Thanks for stopping by, Pat. I appreciate you saying that. 8-8 if Aaron plays, 9-7 if he doesn't. Aaron Rodgers? All right, let's close this out here. We're gonna go full screen here. Appreciate you all joining me. I'm probably, if you want to hang around, I'm probably gonna send you guys over Reno's way. He's on our staff, playing a little Valorant right now. I might join him a little bit later. But if you got Lions questions that you still want answered or answered by someone that isn't me, head on over there. He's obviously a fun streamer as well. Great guy. So let's put that in. At least stick around and say hi for him. He always appreciates if you're always trying to support smaller streams, both of our staff and otherwise. But until next time, y'all, appreciate you joining me. We'll see you tomorrow after the game and then at 7 p.m. to talk about it Sunday night. Pride Detroit podcast. Appreciate you all joining us. See y'all later. All right. I know you guys on YouTube probably still see me, but I'm going to give it a second before I close things out, just to make sure everything with the raid went through okay. I think we're okay.
I can add you or you can add me.
Okay.
What's your
we're good.